There's no time like the present.
I like the presents.
Too. I like presents.
I like presents. Who doesn't like presents? Have you ever heard that stupid phrase where it's like they call like the what is it? It's like now is a gift. That's why they call it the present. I'm like, shut up.
Oh my god, that's so stupid. That means you either forgot to get someone a gift, or you're too cheap and got them something like really bad, and you're trying to make the other person feel bad.
Just say Hakuna Matata. Just say Hakuna Matata. Lion King had it right the first time.
Disney knows what they're doing.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
I hate these live action remakes of every cartoon that we grew up absolutely adoring. Yeah. I can't stand it.
It's the exact same movie.
It's the exact verbatim. Like the dialogue's the same.
Yeah.
Like what happens is the same. It's a cash grab in the worst kind of way.
And it makes so much cash.
So much cash.
The world is ruled by cash.
Yep. Almighty dollar, man.
As we're going to see in the... Well, we might not talk about it, but the
World
Cup, FIFA.
Ooh, yeah,
just
we are.
Cash, baby.
We didn't even bring that up. We got too much other stuff. Fun stuff.
It's a
fun episode.
More fun than soccer and FIFA and money.
Yeah, we don't want to bog ourselves. Life is heavy enough. We don't want to just remind ourselves that the top 1% just rules the world.
Exactly. So
Beyonce got it wrong. Girls don't run. Who runs the world? 1%ers.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Undrafted and Overconfident podcast on a Thursday, July 30th, 2026. I'm Jason Semko. With me, Brandon Bigo Gordon.
All right, man, let's go. We're counting down to a lot. There's a lot of, like I said, I wanted that doomsday clock. We got a lot of countdowns coming up.
We do.
Exciting stuff. We got Feet Juice o'clock, Fetal Juice, officially.
It wasn't the top of my mind.
I'm going to get you a black and white pinstriped suit to wear while you're chugging, just like Beetlejuice, but Fetal Juice.
Okay.
And then, of course, we got our fantasy draft coming up.
We do.
Excited. Always best time of the year. It's our Christmas.
It is.
We talked about this on like one of our first episodes. Like when you get to be 40 years and a 40-year-old man, your Christmas is your fantasy football draft.
It is. It's one of the very few occasions that's kind of just put aside for you.
It's the most wonderful time. No, yeah, it is. It's the best. And we got some other things that are kind of counting down too. So we're looking forward to a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
good stuff.
NFL, college football is around the corner.
Yeah.
There's a big countdown for that as well.
Countdown for college football, yeah.
So yeah, it's fall is in the air. The spring, summer sports ended, and now we're getting back to like the good stuff.
We're like 2 days away from August, man. Summer is over.
Yeah. The kids are got to be getting ready for school soon.
Getting ready for school. But I'm trying to live in the here and now because today's a gift. That's why they call it a present. Semko.
Oh, well, thank you.
You like that?
I hope you add that in for a third time somewhere in this episode.
So spoiler alert. Sneak it in there, a little Easter egg. But yeah, let's start off, man, with the weekend talk or what's going on in Semko's world.
Yeah. Not too much again. But we did actually make it out to the Gooch.
Goochland. Good old Gooch.
My wife's nephew was having a high school graduation party.
Ooh, they still have those high school graduations?
Oh,
Parties.
You know what? I won't even call it like a party. It was just kind of like more like a get-together.
Sure.
And he actually graduated a year early.
Who's he showing off for?
I would have wanted to just stay in high school. Well, I wouldn't have wanted to graduate early from high school.
No, yeah, 4 years is the right amount of time.
Yeah.
It was like, because he just blew his senior year. So he graduated as a junior?
He did.
He didn't even get all of the pomp and circumstance that comes with being a senior in high school?
Missed senior skip day.
That's one of the Did you have like a senior hall where all the lockers are just seniors and no freshmen dare go through that hall?
If they did, it was hell to be paid.
Yeah, that's another rite of passage. You've earned that.
I don't think that this gentleman would have taken part in harassing the freshmen.
All right. Was he a locker stuffer or locker stuffy?
The latter.
Yeah, okay.
No, he's a really nice kid.
Yes, they usually are, the stuffies.
Oh, really? I really hope this isn't the first episode.
That'd be awesome. He's getting free pub. What's his name?
No, I don't.
Come on.
His name's Theo.
Theo. Hey, welcome to the pod, man. Congratulations. all joking aside, you're going to be the type of guy graduating early that's going to live in a multi-million-dollar house in Malibu with a supermodel wife while we're trudging away at 60 in this podcast. So we got to get our licks in now.
I know. Yeah, that's what we do.
Because he's going to lap us.
I know.
Lap us in about 5 years. But congratulations, man. You're early. That's fantastic.
Good for him.
I'm guessing he didn't graduate early to go work at McDonald's. He's going to college?
No.
No, he's not?
No.
He's probably going to write code for Google or something like that.
So actually, it's not the worst plan, I think, in the world, because I think college is still not maybe, and you can kind of correct me if I'm wrong, because obviously you've got a couple kids.
I do have a couple kids.
And college is not once what it was thought of where you have to go to college. And if you're going to pick up student debt, that debt is so high. So he's actually looking to get into, I think right now he's looking to get into like an electrician trade school.
Yeah, no, trade schools are the way to go. Absolutely.
So that's actually what he wants to do, and he's getting into it with, he knows like a couple family friends that are in like electrical union, and he's just going to jump into that.
That's
honestly.
awesome, man. Dude, like he could probably make six figures within 5 years of graduating.
And he is a smart kid, so you were kind of right about that, but not the going to, the high college. But no, that's his plan. He's got a plan that's what he wants to do. He doesn't want to have all the debt, and he doesn't feel like he's going to miss out on like the college experience. But it also doesn't seem like that college experience is as necessary as it was even like when we were in school.
Yeah, I mean, not for the education at least. Like now, the only reason to go to college is for the social activities. At least that was the case when I was going to college. I didn't go for the degree. His diploma.
I remember many late nights, you and I up just studying.
Just cramming in that golden domed library that was there when we were like our last semester.
I know. I used to hate going into that library.
You didn't like it?
I mean, I had to do like history papers. I had to find all these different sources.
Yeah.
But it was always the same. All of us were trying to write the same paper on the same topic, so we had to try to get the same
one
books.
book. The one book is already checked out. You're like, that's the one book I need.
Well, thankfully, Wikipedia.
I don't wiki.
Google.
Yeah. I love the Wikipedia, the one that anybody can write anything about anything. You're like, this is my source of truth right here.
And then you just go like find some book that's out there and just get all the like on Amazon. It gives you like all the stuff you would need to do the the bibliography?
The bibliography, yeah.
Which is what the professor looked at the most. I got the most. You got the most grading on how you had to like set that up the proper way.
It's so dumb.
It really is.
That's a case in point why college is being pegged as just a useless amount of time. What, am I going to be a novelist? Am I going to go like write for like Penguin Publishing and I need to know my bibliographies?
Yeah, I know.
Like, get out of here. That is a very niche thing you need to know if you're going to have a career.
And yet spent most of the time grading us on that, which was the least important part. So, Theo, good on you, because you're making the right decision.
Again, smarter than us it is. Yeah, absolutely. He's like, I know what career. I don't know what career I wanted going out of college, let alone high school. He already knows the career he wants to do. He knows that it has, especially in the world of AI, this is something that you will have security for quite some time.
That scares these kids a lot. Well, I'm sure you've seen the.
Well, I've seen stories where like the trade schools are coming back in a big way. A lot of kids are going that route because they're like, I need a job that I know is going to be there in 15 years.
You've had the commencement speakers getting booed because they've talked about like the power of AI fueling the generation, and you've had the kids like booing. Like that means we'll be out of a job.
Yeah.
So why would we want that? We just spent 5 years
4.5 give or take
in college, and for what? So that we have student debt that we can't pay because the robots have taken our jobs.
Yeah.
So
remember they had a phrase for the 5-year graduates. You remember what they were called?
You have to remind me.
They're called super seniors.
That's right.
We were super seniors. Super strength.
Like Super Saiyan.
There you go. We're in Ohio State. Yeah. Super Saiyan. Well, we'll get there. So that was the weekend. So you got to do a little get together with the fam or the in-laws, if you will.
Yeah, it was really good. But what about you there, good sir?
We going slow, man. I got nothing to do. I'm not going to bore the good people listening to this podcast. It was a slow one, but that's because we're like sandwiched between like busy ones. We had a busy weekend the weekend before, and then this upcoming weekend, as in tomorrow or the next day, my wife's out of town. I'm living the La Vida Loca.
Yep.
Bachelor with 2 kids. Yeah, real bachelor life here. So, like, you know, she was going on a trip. She's in Nashville, Tennessee right now. Music, country, music,
I'd love
capital
to
of the
visit.
world. I don't know. It's too busy for me.
It's going to become the new, like, California. Like, all the big .com companies are heading over there.
Well, they're going to go for those, like, states that have, like, no, like, income tax. And they're like, yeah, we're going to go there.
Smart move.
Texas, Florida, already blown up. But, yeah, so she went there. So, like, we kind of laid low. So this upcoming weekend's going to be tricky because I've got a kid's birthday party.
Okay.
And then an adult birthday party, same day.
Oh.
With me and the two kids.
Okay.
Go running solo. And here's the kicker. The kid's birthday and the adult's birthday, same name. They got the same name.
Are you serious?
Yeah, two Anthony's. I'm going to Anthony's birthday at 1, and then I'm going to Anthony's birthday at 6. Easy for me to remember.
It's an Anthony day.
Yeah. I just hope I don't get the presents mixed up.
Oh.
I don't want to give that 6-year-old like a bottle of scotch. Hey, whoa, that's not for you.
Oh, this looks like a new flavor of Kool-Aid. Cool logo.
Hey, it's got a fighting cock on the bottle. That's cool. Don't drink that.
Don't drink that.
That is practically gasoline.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, I got that, and then Sunday I've got to do a lot of just adulting stuff.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. We'll see if I survive 4 days without the missus with the kids. This is the second time I've done this in like a month. I'm like super husband right here.
You're a super saint, yeah.
Super husband. Like, ladies, taken, sorry, but I can. We're gonna lose a bunch of guy listeners because their wives are gonna be like, why can't you be more like Bigo?
Why are you spending 2 hours listening to this podcast?
Why are you going golfing for 8 hours? He's got the kids for 4 days. Yeah, come on, step it up, guys. No, don't do what I do. Learn from me. Learn from me. But no, the weekend was kind of chill. Nothing really kind of exciting to talk about. Honestly, like all weekend, I was just writing down notes of little details for our bet that that's still coming to fruition. I wrote down, I was like, I need this mason jar because I need to know when the seal is broken so that I know that he doesn't cheat the seal. And
I wouldn't do that.
And the other process, and I'm going to bring this up right now, that I think that since I can't be there to watch you drink it, you should be here when I'm soaking. So I think on next Wednesday's podcast,
okay,
you bring the pomegranate juice, I'll bring the feet, and we soak live while we're recording.
That's actually what I was thinking.
Yes,
too. I was thinking that today. I was like, wait, when is he gonna do this? Because then I might have to go pick it up. And I was like, we're doing this Wednesday.
Yes, we are.
Right before I leave.
Yes, we are.
Perfect.
And I'm gonna on camera. I'm gonna seal that bad boy up. I'm gonna sign it. I'm gonna hand it to you. Ooh, it's warm. But I'll let you put a timer on. We said 45 minutes, right?
We did.
So I'll let you know when feet hit juice, and you can start the timer. 45 minutes. When the alarm goes off, I'll plop those things out.
I think weirdly, I'm actually more comfortable that I'm gonna actually see
it.
You do
yeah.
it.
So yeah, you don't. Dang. Well, then maybe I shouldn't. No, I'll do that. I mean, you're literally sticking my feet in your mouth. So I'll give you every piece of mind I possibly can. But we're still on with the pomegranate juice. That's the one.
I got to pick that up. But yes,
you got a week. You got a week to get some pomegranate juice. Get some pomegranate juice. I'll seal that bad boy up. I'll even get like a measuring cup. Make sure it's 8 ounces. Put it in there. Screw it on. Give the old Bigo signature, and then you can do with it what you will.
It's going straight into a refrigerator.
Yeah, you're gonna ice that thing. How long's your drive?
It's like 6 hours.
Oh man, are you gonna bring like it in like
I have to.
like it's like a heart transplant? You're gonna put it in a cooler?
Yes. Yes.
This has got to stay on ice.
And I'm probably gonna have to like wrap it since it's glass, just in case something were to happen.
Oh man, you better label that, or you probably won't, just in case one of the guys on your trip like
has a
half hungover,
oh.
have a hungover, like, oh man, I need to drink something. Oh well, this looks good, and they take it in the fridge.
That's true. We've got because we're gonna record on Saturday.
Yes, that's when you're gonna
do it. So there is gonna be a good day and a half where we've talked before. There can be some hijinks.
Yes, there can. I've already enlisted DW. So I was like, guard this with your life. Consider it like the Stanley Cup. Wear like white gloves. Put it in a case. Don't let anything happen to it because I don't want any excuses. I don't want to jump on camera on Saturday and be like, oh, it broke. I'm like, get out of here.
Like, you won't believe what Cole.
We're doing it all over again. We're doing it again. We'll do it when you get home. But yes, so we'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll soak them live.
Wonderful.
I'll take a video, and then you can see if you can somehow. You're the king editor over here. You'll find a way to kind of get on there.
Yeah, put that on there. Yeah, I'm sure there's a way.
Yeah. But I'm a little jaded because people are stealing our bit.
They are.
The whole country's stealing our bit.
People listen to us.
I mean, you got the research, or we got some viewers in China?
I don't know. They must be doing like a backdoor IP or something because I don't see from China.
Yeah, because it came out literally today that the controversial feet juice drinking trend, we're a trend. We are on the trend. It spreads to China. So just a couple months ago, we brought up the whole the woman that did it. So apparently another Comic-Con based out of Guangzhou, China.
Nice.
Guangzhou, China, called the Firefly Comic-Con.
Ooh.
Had something similar from July 17th to 20th. There is a lemon-flavored foot bath water and cola foot bath water sold by a number of female cosplayers outside of the venue. Priced at 50 yuan, $7.50.
Okay.
Cheaper per plastic cup. And the concoction could not satisfy demand as dozens of thirsty men lined up to try it.
I can't believe that. We're doing it as a punishment.
It's the worst punishment that we could think of.
Yes.
Oh, did I real quick sidebar. My wife is so upset that she's not going to get to see you drink it live.
Really?
So upset. She was like, I have been sweating this for like a month and a half. I don't even get the reward.
Yeah.
She said she had a nightmare about it. She had a nightmare that I lost.
Oh, no.
Like she broke out in like a cold sweat. And I'm like, baby, it's fine. Bigo doesn't lose, so you got nothing to worry about. But no, she's a little bitter. But yeah, now it's gone full blown.
Yep.
It's
It's
out
viral,
there.
baby.
Viral. We'll see. If I swear to God, if another podcaster does this bit, we got to. Can we consider this IP? Probably not, because we weren't technically the first.
I know.
But
It's
I'm
nice
no
to
bitter.
know that it is nice to know whenever you bring up. I'm not going to mention the other shows and podcasts.
Don't.
But when you mention after we've talked about or done something, and it's weeks later, and they do it, I'm like, we're doing something right then.
Yeah, it's like we're the tip of the spear
Yeah.
right here. We're touching tips of spears. We're talking about China. Would you bring me here? This is a chai forest. Is this also Chinese?
It is.
Chai forest.
Foreshadowing.
Pomelo zest. Yum, yum, yum.
I got lychee fizzy.
It's lychee, you dummy. You ingrate. My God.
I'm all discombobulated with
Yeah,
this
you are.
feet juice thing.
You are. But we got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about, our fantasy draft coming up. Excited about that. We
Yep.
got a cool little bit here. But we're not the only ones picking new teams.
Nope.
The big shoe dropped in the NBA, my friends.
Finally.
Not anywhere you and I guessed.
No.
I don't think a lot of people had this on their bingo card. But LeBron James officially, I know we're late to the game, guys. We record once a week.
I know.
Sue me.
Yeah.
But news broke early or late last week, early this week, that LeBron James has officially picked the Philadelphia 76ers as his final stop. It's got to be his final stop.
I think he did say something where this was his final decision.
Okay.
He likes to be all cheeky. I'm getting
Cheeky.
I was going to say, I kind of don't mind him these last couple years, but then when he wants to kind of
something
try
like
to
this,
throw
right?
those out there, you're like, come on, man.
You're like a tease. You're such a tease.
Even Aaron Rodgers came out
I
and
know
said,
you
this
do.
is his last year.
Yeah, he
Definitively.
flat out. Yeah, he's like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know that Jaylen Brown move looks a little bit smarter now. I guess
It does.
now all of a sudden, but again, we're back to it, man. It's like I thought we were past this. We were reveling in the fact that the age of the super team was over, and all of a sudden now we got a three-headed monster in Philly.
Yeah.
And Jaylen Brown, Embiid, and LeBron. You still got Maxey there too, don't you?
I was going to say, it's actually kind of... Well, you're giving a lot of credit to LeBron. I mean, he can still play, but you're considering him like a four-headed monster.
Yeah.
A bit now. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he is.
I would. I mean,
He's
like,
that good.
what? Again, we talked about the Suns' average in the playoffs last year. He was like, what, 23, 8, and 7 or something
Yeah.
like that. Dude can still play.
He can.
There's no question about that. But let's get past like the team building and everything like that, and how bitter I am about us just reliving it. Philly's got to be like one of the odds-on favorites to at least make the finals now.
Yeah.
If not win the whole thing. But what did you think about the way he did it? He got very different than how he had done it previously, where it was just kind of nondescript and he was just kind of under the radar, so much so that everybody was like, Golden State, Cleveland.
Yeah.
And maybe he goes back to the Lakers, and he's like, nope, Philly.
Yeah. No, for once, I actually thought that he made a good move. I mean, it's his last couple years. I've softened through the years. Where I'm just like, these guys, you can't play forever.
Yeah.
So if you've got the chance and the power to go where you want, you can affect your legacy, like Kevin Durant. But you don't get that opportunity but so often. And look, he's 42 years old.
Yeah.
And the fact that he can still decide where he wants to go, that's rare. Like you had the whole like Gary Payton, Karl Malone going to the Lakers. It's the same thing. It's like an aging guy that still wants to compete. It just so happens that this guy can actually still bring it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I thought it was good on him. He took his time. He seemingly wanted to make the right fit. And truthfully, when it all was said and done, hindsight's 2020, I was like, yeah, that seems like the best fit because he's literally the fourth option. And I don't think he doesn't want to be the first option.
We talked about this. He didn't want to be the first option when he was in his prime. Like, he was always happy with being the distributor and passing out and getting people open. Like, so I don't think that's ever been something that he's like, I need to have the rock at the end of the game.
Because he shies from the final shot anyway.
He does, exactly. So, I mean, this is right in his wheelhouse. But, we talk about the league minimum. Can we talk about this real quick? It's like, you're like, he went for the league minimum. I was like, what was it, like $800,000? No. As a 10-plus year vet, he's still making $4 million a year. That's the league minimum?
I know.
Jesus. NBA's got too much money.
Well, we talked, I think one of our first episodes where like Emmanuel Quickly's making like $30 million a year.
Yeah.
You don't even know who that is.
I know.
I know you know who it is.
It's not slowly. He's quickly. He's quickly with it. Yeah, and I mean, like, a lot's going on about, how he's going to... You heard that he's still planning on living in New York, and he's going to helicopter into, like, each game. Did you hear about this?
I think I vaguely saw something
I'm
that.
like, of course you would. And I was like... Don't you remember? It's not too longer than the Kobe thing happened. Are you really going to chance it every freaking game?
Like 44 games?
That's insane.
Yeah.
That can't be true. I got to imagine that might be, a little exaggerative by whoever released that information, or maybe it's not even true at all.
I think that might get old after a while. I'll give because
it only like shaves off like half of the time. It's like, I think somebody, like, I read an article where they were like, yeah, like, from where he would live in New York to, like, the stadium, it's like a 90-minute drive. A helicopter ride would be 45 minutes. You're not even saving that much time.
Not really. It's not worth it.
Just drive.
Just find a nice, super nice apartment that you can rent that's right by the stadium. You're not going to be there but so long.
You could get, like, one of the best drivers in the world, like, driving services, for, like, the entire year, probably for the cost of, like, 4 of those rides.
I know. They're not cheap. Obviously, you're proving how much money you have.
But who cares? Yeah, he's got $4 million as a minimum. That's crazy. But do you like? I mean, like, not only the way that he did it, but where he went. Do you like that for him? Do you like that for the Sixers? It sounds like you do.
I do. Yeah, you would have thought he'd go to Cleveland.
That's where my money was.
Yeah, and I had Golden State.
Yeah.
I think he just would have had to do more work, and I think he thinks he could still. Even though he doesn't like ring culture, I think he went to the place he has a chance at winning a ring.
He's a hypocrite to say that he doesn't like ring culture. Dude, that's all you're doing, man. You've been like, the only time that you could argue that you technically maybe did not chase a ring is when you went back to Cleveland and you actually beat the Warriors and actually earned a ring. That was your best earned ring, I would argue.
No doubt.
Going to Lakers, you're chasing a ring. I still think you're chasing a ring. Don't be a hypocrite. Just be honest.
He can't. That's his biggest problem. But I don't know. Part of me was like, I don't know if he wants to play with James Harden, so Cleveland was out. I don't know if he wanted to play with Draymond Green and go after, like, deal with Draymond for a full season. Like,
who would?
I think he literally really looked at those situations and was like, where can I go that I have a chance where there's probably going to be the least amount of drama, and I can like ride off into the sunset and not have like a catastrophe of a last year where it's just like ridden with drama after drama, which is why I thought maybe the Heat had a good shot. Like, why wouldn't you want to play with Giannis? And Bam.
That's right, Giannis is in
yeah.
Miami now, yeah.
But I don't know. Part of me too was also like, they run a certain culture there where you got to stay in a certain amount of shape, and maybe LeBron at 42 is like, just leave me alone.
Yeah. I know what I'm doing.
Yes.
I don't need you to like hover over me. What's your body fat?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Pinch him with the little pinchers that they like. That's 5%. We need 4.
He's like, I'm 42. Gosh darn it! Like,
gosh darn it! Oh, you're so PC. You're so polite. Yeah, so you're probably not in the camp. It's like, do you think you would have taken that same pay cut, or you should have taken that same cut to stay with the Lakers and try and build a winner?
if you're going to do it now, I don't know why. I mean, he was getting paid $50-some million a year, and it almost kind of showed like it showed in his waning years in LA that he didn't seem to care about winning. I mean, when you would see guys like the Tom Brady's of the world taking less money, knowing how much he's made, when you see other athletes, for some reason I can't remember the other ones that do, because there was someone that just did that for a team that you didn't think would. I can't remember.
Who? What sport?
Might have been basketball. Oh my gosh, the alien from San Antonio.
Oh, Wemby.
Yeah. He just took a huge pay cut, basically.
True. Yeah,
and it's just you had pieces in LA that you could have at least been competitive, but when you're a 40-year-old and you're being paid $50 million a year, you can't get anybody else.
Yeah.
So it's like why were you then really in LA if like you weren't chasing rings? It was all your own doing though. But now you're going to Philly because you are kind of going to go after that ring.
Well, he went to LA to chase a ring, which he got, and then he stayed in LA. Honestly, I got to think it was just to be there with Bronny. Like that. I mean, that was it. He probably had enough sway in that front office.
Oh, he no doubt did.
That he was like, we're drafting my son.
No, that was.
Whereas if he went somewhere else, he wouldn't have that same type of sway. The front office would be like, no, like you haven't done anything for us. Like, why are we going to do something like that for you? That's insane. Like, you're going to come to us to try and compete, not to draft your son. Whereas he had already built up. He's like, I brought a ring here. I did this. I'm going to stick around. And I'm going to get a big fat paycheck so that I can be the first NBA player ever to play with his son in a real regular season game. Blah blah blah.
Huge asterisks on that. He should not be in the NBA.
I know, and he won't be now.
I know.
What do the Lakers have any reason to do that for him now?
That's because the Sixers did say we ain't bringing Bronny.
Yes,
and that's the thing. Now LeBron's like, yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, he's like, I did it. He checked that box. It's not about checking boxes. He checked that box.
Yep.
See, we're getting back into the LeBron hate. See how quickly we were like, no, we like him. No, he's no, boo, boo. No, but here's the other reason why. Again, this kind of like this could go one of two ways. Now, granted, he's now won rings with 3 different teams, right? Playing at a high level, not as a role player, not as like a, what's the dude that was on the Spurs and the Lakers that.
Well, Robert Horry.
Robert Horry.
Not like a complimentary.
I got a story about Robert Horry if you help me, but I can't do it on the
Oh,
podcast.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah. So he's not like a Robert Horry. He was actually a definitive. But now, okay, you're hopping around. We talked about this before. It's like it means less to me than a player that was a consistent winner on a singular team, like a Kobe or like an MJ.
Yep. Dirk
like,
Nowitzki.
Like a Dirk. Well, he didn't because he won one.
He did one. Yeah.
So like. This could vary. He could vary. If this falls flat, he could very easily be put more into the Shaquille O'Neal, where he went to the Celtics and he went to the Suns, and he was just a freaking joke. Don't turn into that, man. Like, I do respect him enough as an elite talent, and one of the greatest in his entire generation and ever, that I don't want to see him slide. So, as much as it pains me to say, I'm rooting for him. I hope it goes well in Philly. To a certain extent, because I hate Philly fans.
Yeah, I know,
but I don't necessarily need him to win. But I don't want this experiment to kind of blow up in his face.
Be good for the NBA too. I mean, I think it's just going to have more eyes, but it'd be interesting to see how they all get along. But it's a great team on paper.
Yeah, I got one more piece of hate for LeBron.
Bring it.
Yeah,
yeah.
The other thing that kind of we talk about Golden State and whatnot. It's like. There are haters out there, and I'm on the fence. I'm not in the hater backyard. I'm more like peeking over the fence, like, what's going on over there? Was he just running away from the West Coast? Like, he's like, I don't want to play in the Western Conference anymore. It's harder there.
Yeah.
I just saw the Knicks, who nobody had going very far, just run roughshod through the East. I'm going to join an East team that put up a fight against them, and I'm going to be that extra step, and it's an easier path to the finals.
I think 100%.
And that sucks. Like, because people are going to say that, and there might be some truth to that. He's like, I need a easier way to the finals.
I mean, he did. I think someone in our chat did say it. But I mean, he's walking into the East that's got the Washington Wizards.
Yeah, all right.
Look out for that team.
Oh, man, you were the Detroit Pistons in 2 years. Let's go.
Let's go.
Getting bounced in the first round.
Second.
That's our goal. Did they? Oh, that's right. They did. You're right. They beat Orlando barely.
Yeah.
But yeah, we talk about LeBron and like his tenure in LA, and was it like, was that finals or was that win even like legitimate? He was in the bubble for it. They were probably like distancing 6 to 10 feet every time. They were probably all of their like team meetings were on like Zoom calls. And they're
in
like
the same room.
Yeah. It's like, hey, it's like, no, do it on the Zoom. Yeah. Don't yell. I know we're right next to each other, but do it on the Zoom. I hope they at least had their cameras on and like we're there. Because you never do, like, when the cameras are off. Have you ever been on Zoom calls for like work? Do you have to do this?
Yeah.
Or do they require to have the camera on, or do they just?
We're heavily asked to be on, but I think I'm on a call a week, and sometimes it's with my whole region, and then the other one it's just with like a third. I think the one that I'm on a third. Now, not everyone's always shows up to that one. It's not as serious. I think sometimes I'm the only one that has my camera on.
Yeah, good for you.
Like we said before, like when you asked, when we talked like a couple weeks ago about like doing things at work that like could have gotten us fired. Yeah. And I said like I follow the rules. Like you asked me to do something as simple as put my camera on. Yeah. I'm going to put my camera on. Yeah. And I'm like, really, no one else does it? Because they're probably not there. They're
probably either not there, or they're like laying in bed, or they're like in their PJs, or God knows what they're doing. Yeah. And it's like, I have an issue with this because I'm also the guy and I'm on a lot of Zoom calls. Yeah. A lot of Zoom calls. And I'm always on camera. And I feel like it gives respect to the speaker. They're talking and they're like, okay, I am an engaged audience. You're not speaking to a photo or like a screenshot or like a headshot or even just a name. Yeah. It's just a name. Okay, well, I know this person's here. Yeah. But I mean, I feel like we've kind of gotten so loose that there's some. Did you hear about this? There's a woman in, I think it was England, who took her employer to court after they tried to make her turn her camera on for a call, even though she felt, quote unquote, super anxious about needing to be on camera. So apparently, this is from the Daily Mail. This woman, Laura Tate, she worked remotely for the Holiday Extras. You familiar with Holiday Extras?
No,
I don't know. Okay. I'm guessing it's like a Holiday Express. I have no idea. But their call center back in 2023. And she was undergoing a training call. Have you been on those training calls, like virtual training calls?
A little bit, yeah.
It's like they require you to be on camera because they're like, we just hired you. Yes. We need your full freaking attention. And she was asked to turn her camera on. She was asked to start with it on. And she had said, I'm super anxious, blah, blah, blah. And apparently they were like, well, let's just see just try it and we'll see how it goes. She wasn't apparently able to cope. And she was told that it was fine to log out. So they even told her, okay, fine, you tried it. Yeah. You can log off or whatever. She had previously asked for fewer shifts on camera, all this stuff. And I mean, apparently it was so much that she felt super anxious that a year later she sued the employer for not providing reasonable adjustments for disability discrimination. I mean, just the snowflakes of all snowflakes.
You've got to be kidding me.
And she won. She won the lawsuit. She was successful in the case, and she's going to get paid an undisclosed compensation amount at a later date. Like, what a horse of crap.
Yep.
Like, you're in a call center. You have to be on camera every once in a while. Nobody's looking at you. There's 500 people on this call, it's probably. True. Unbelievable. This boils my blood more than most things.
I can tell.
I am upset. But tell me how you feel.
No, it's the same thing. It's like, what if you had to take a meeting in person? It wasn't remote. What are you going to do? Just not go to the meeting? Are you just going to like sit there with like some blinders up so that no one can see you? I don't understand.
I mean, this is the culture that people are going up to. And man, I sound like an old fogey right now. But like back in my day, It's like we talked to people in person.
That's true, though.
And we shook people's hands. And we looked them in the eye. And it's like, I don't even want you to see my face.
It's crazy. It's absolute. Then you shouldn't have the job. It should be like one of those, like, here's the minimum. They need to add that to like the minimum. You know, like where I work, it's like you need to be able to lift like 50 pounds. Yeah. You need to be able to like walk on your feet for like 4 hours at a time or something. Like if you can't do that, this isn't the job for you.
This isn't the job for you. This isn't the job for you.
I can't believe that.
But I mean, the bars drop so low.
That's the problem.
Like it's a call center, so she's obviously working remote. She gets to work in the comfort of her own home the whole time. I'm sorry, it's a call center.
Yeah, yeah.
Like call centers have changed now. Remember, it's not like those old timey like like switchboards where they're like click, 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 click. It's like coming in from North Carolina and all that stuff. No, she's sitting at home in front of her computer, just calling people, probably from like a digital like call line.
Yeah.
And she doesn't have to be on camera for any of that. You have one training call.
It's nuts.
It's the bare minimum.
Yeah.
And like I have people in my work like that they're like, "Oh, I'm just not camera ready." I was like, "What who cares? You're not an actor. This isn't you're not doing a callback. It's you work."
Yeah, you also when the call was.
Yeah. It's like I'm not camera ready. It's like, "Don't worry. There's a bunch of ugly people on this call. There's so many ugly people. You'll fit right in. Just don't worry about it."
God bless. Yeah, it's nuts. I can't get past the fact where like the being on camera, it's like if you just were at work in a meeting talking to somebody. It's like
you just put a paper bag. It's like in a conference room. You're like, "I'm not camera ready." Paper bag over your head, and like, can you imagine? Because that's the alternative.
That's what
right?
you're
It's
saying.
like,
Because you would know that if you had to be there in person, you would be ready for that meeting. Meaning you would have taken the time
to get
the
yourself
30
dolled
minutes
up.
to get yourself ready. It's the same thing.
I mean, we don't look this good rolling out of bed. I mean, that's what takes us so long to get prepped.
Put our makeup
Put our makeup on.
Yeah.
I put lipstick on you. You put your lipstick on me, and then we smooch. Good luck.
Yeah.
Mwah, good luck.
And then we roll.
Go, and then we live.
Why do you think we have such a good time doing this?
Oh no.
Yeah,
Papa Semko. I'm sorry.
I will admit though. Yeah, I think there's a few times where he like wants to ask questions like, "Yeah, the last episode," and he's like, "I can't remember." I think he blocks all that kind of homoerotic stuff out.
That's the best part. Wow. If he blocks that out, the episode's like 5 minutes long.
10, 15.
He burns through these like with a cup of coffee.
I know. I will say though, there's been a couple of like training type calls that I've been on where I had to like take from home because I just didn't have time to take it at work, and knowing that it really didn't bear anything except for like you just got to make sure you're there when they send the QR code to like log in. And I remember at one time I was like reinstalling like a vent fan in like our downstairs bathroom while the call was on. But to your point though, if you lead a call, like I felt bad about that. But if you're like leading a call, do you really just want all these black screens of nothingness there?
Because I lead a bunch of calls from my work, and it's the worst. And I've had to put it forward. I was like, expectation, and I'm giving you heads up, be on camera. So if you need to be camera ready, get ready 10 minutes earlier. But I need eyeballs because I don't need and again, it's like I love that some of my team, they got no shame in their game, because some people will turn their camera on, they're literally like laying in bed like this.
Oh,
like
really?
This,
okay.
They're like. Or they're like, they've got the kids running around the background. Respect. Like, life happens.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
But at least they're doing it.
At least now you know they're paying attention.
And everybody has, like, the virtual backgrounds now, too. So if your background is not the most aesthetically pleasing, put the virtual background on. Figure it out. Tech savvy.
But at least you know that they're, I mean, as a business,
at least I know they're there.
Yeah, as a business, if you ran your own business, would you just really be okay with no one being on camera because you know then that they're probably not at least paying attention or at least looking at you? Like that's what that says every time.
I guarantee you DW is never on camera because he's probably like playing video games or watching like Rick and Morty or something like that.
He's probably watching us.
Probably.
Our YouTube
pants
view.
down.
Yeah.
Yikes. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's like, it's funny when I wonder if like when she won the lawsuit, she was still employed. She's like, "Okay, I'll see you on Monday." Like, no, get the heck out of here. Like, winning a settlement like that, they've traded you. You have been traded.
Yeah.
Like, you are no longer on this team.
And probably for the best. I'm sure is not a great employee.
No,
whatsoever.
They're like good riddance. They're like when they give her that kind of money, there's like, this is us saying, "Go away, please, and don't come back."
Yes.
Well, it's MLB time for the people doing that too. Go away now, don't come back, because it's trade season, man. There's a lot going on. We'll talk about a few of the trades. Big one locally that we had that seems to be going the Nats' favor.
Yes.
But yeah, I called it, man. Curtis Mead getting traded. I've got the foresight of freaking Miss Cleo combined with like a shaman combined
Soothsayer.
Soothsayer and a wizard. All wrapped up in one tightly wound Bigo. But I'd like, Early's on the IL right now. He's going to be on until, what'd you say, like late August?
End of August.
End of August. So this smacks of, was this, for now or for later? Definitely feels like it's for later. What do you think?
I think it was like a combo of both. I think more for the later because you don't know if he'll actually come back. Maybe be like 100%. But you never know. He could be a good third arm if his pitch count can be up. If not, he could be helping the bullpen if they make the playoffs. I think they'd want to use him this year.
Which I mentioned, that could come to fruition because I said in my prediction that Meade for like a good middle reliever.
And you got better.
Yeah.
I mean, Cavalli, your boy.
Yeah.
My guy, Foster Griffin.
Is 30.
That's nuts.
I can't believe it. This is like breakout season. He's like 30 years old.
I don't think I would have picked him up if I knew he was that old.
You like him young. Like him young off the streets.
Yeah.
With more
potential to like improve.
Yeah.
I thought Griffin was like a third-year guy that had just gone through the minors.
Me too. Like I never heard of it. I was like, where do we get this guy? It's like, oh, he's from like 5 different teams. That's where we got him.
Sometimes it's better to not know a whole lot about
just like with like dating partners. I don't need to know your history. Yeah. I don't need to know how many teams you've been with. Jesus, you've been how many teams?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
it's okay to lie in certain situations. But no, Early would be a great third.
He would.
So that could be a good push for this year. But yeah, next year, why not? That's a good third for 3-headed pitching staff for a whole season.
Yeah, no, I'm more in the this is for the future move. Anytime you have an injury that kicks you out, especially as a pitcher, like 2 months out, especially when the return date is so late in the season.
I know.
50-50, he plays it all for the rest of the year. And that really depends on a couple things. One, we see so many times that through the rehab assignments, there's, something happens, or, there's a hitch in his giddy up or something like that, so we're going to shut him down again.
I know.
And then at that point, you're okay, we're in mid-September. And the other reason, again, is like, it depends on where they are in the standings. Because if the Nats are, like, nowhere near making the playoffs, if they just crater, then what would be the rush? It's like, okay, are we going to bring him back for, like, a month tryout just to say we got him back, or are we going to just shut him down and get him really, really fresh for the next season?
Do you think it would be better, though? Because I only ask this because it seems like pitchers, they get hurt at the same clip as they did 10 years ago, maybe more. Would it be better to have the guy come back and throw 3-4 innings and just for like a month?
You mean like if they're completely out of contention and it's just like for the sake of him getting some reps?
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, it'd be fine, but they'd have him on a pitch count. I'd have him on a pitch count.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd be like, you're only going to pay, like you said, 3-4 innings, and only when we were 100% like, he's ready. He's like, I feel no pain, whereas if we're in contention, they might be like, how you feeling? He's like, like 92%. I was like, that's an A-. We're bringing you back.
Yeah.
Whereas if we're not, they're going to be like, no, we need like an A+. We need you at 100%. Then we'll bring you back, try you out, loosen up the arm, get you comfy with our catchers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. But what about, is this the end for the Nats? We can go around the board. I mean, like, we can talk about trades a little bit if you want to. Because, I mean, shocker, it's come back around. Skubal, I heard that a new team is in the mix of a potential suitor for him. But the headline is that the Dodgers are still favorites.
They're the front runners, apparently. And
is that a surprise? Not a surprise.
Well, it's a slight surprise only in the fact that it's because they have such a good farm system. Like, again, yes, evil empire on the West Coast, because they've just, I mean, the Kyle Tucker thing was just nuts that they were able to somehow afford to sign him.
Yeah.
But it's also, but you can't just call it, they're better than the Yankees were, because the Yankees depleted a farm system. They didn't never really have one. They just were straight signing guys. So to the credit of them, I mean, it's the Dodgers, the Rays, and the Brewers that have the great farm systems. And if you look at it, it's like, those other two teams almost have to put all their eggs in the farm system basket. This other one doesn't, and they seemingly have just as good or better. So, I mean, you can hate them if you want. You should maybe give, can you at least give, the slightest respect to the Dodgers for building that?
No.
Oh, come on.
Absolutely not.
They put themselves in this position to get Skubal, though.
They put themselves in this position because they got so much money.
They draft well. They're not paying for these guys. They're drafting these guys.
Yeah, and then they just let them sit in the minors for forever, and then you're just like, you're going to be trade pieces eventually, so just hang tight. You're never going to play in the Dodger blue, just so you know.
But they're good enough to where they possibly could.
It's like a tryout after a tryout. No, but it's funny you had a nice segue because you brought up the Brewers. The Brewers are the new whisper team that's in the running for Skubal.
Okay. Yeah. Dude, if you could have... do you know who The Miz and Skubal would remind us all of? Since we mentioned how we're kind of old fuddy-duddies.
No, it's sort of like the real world?
No. Of two pitchers.
Oh. I don't know. Greg Maddux and Tom Glavine?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I
was
like
thinking
it.
more... that's actually a good one.
Yeah. What do you think?
Flamethrowers.
Yeah, Randy Johnson, Kurt Schilling?
Yup.
Diamondbacks?
Yup.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they pitched them to a World Series.
They did. Well, Luis Gonzalez. Don't forget Luis.
Over Mariano Rivera, yeah.
That's right.
What a great series.
That was a great series.
They don't play the game like they did back then.
Man, old man syndrome right here. Well, are the Nats done? Are we going to do more trades? I think you're worried about one of your guys getting traded.
I don't know if I'm worried because I think the man can just straight up hit. And truthfully, I kind of maybe hope my guy.
How dare you? Now I hope he gets traded and just tanks. Luis Garcia.
Yeah.
You want him to go somewhere else.
I think he might actually play every day instead of sitting out against lefties.
So selfishly. You're being so selfish.
I am.
It's real life over fantasy 100% of the time.
No.
But I know that you're Mr. Jason. You're not a true Nats fan. You're a Nats adjacent fan.
I am.
So it wouldn't sting as much.
No. But I do like the Nats. But no, the name that has come up that's heated up, that I don't know if the Nats it'd have to be a lot, but he's out there. You can get him if you King's ransom.
The price is right.
C.J. Abrams.
Yeah, I've heard that too. And we talked about this too. It's the same thing with like James Wood. It's like Abrams and Wood, I believe, are both Rosenhaus guys. Or who am I talking about? Not Rosenhaus, the other agent. Boris.
Oh, Boris, yeah.
Both Boris guys. We're not going to re-sign them.
Yeah, but I think James is. I don't think they're listening to anything for him. Or maybe teams aren't even willing to.
Well, no, not right
try.
now. No. But also, I think CJ's in his contract year, isn't he? Or does he have 2 years left?
Either that or you might have 1 year left.
I would not be shocked at all. And again, you see it so many times. We saw it with Rick and Rendon. Then we let him walk, thank God.
Yeah.
But career years, French, on their contract year, shocker.
I know.
When the next big paycheck's coming up, all of a sudden you can hit 35 home runs? When you hit 12 all year last year? Oh, wow. What a coinky-dink. So,
Albert Hainsworth took that straight to the bank.
Hey, we give and we take. We took Hainsworth, and that was a crater, and then we gave up Rendon, and we were geniuses.
I know, it's true.
Geniuses. So, yeah, I mean, I could see CJ going for sure, especially in, like, I can look it up right now while you ramble on, but I think he's in a contract year. So, okay. It's like, again, it's one of those things, it's like, are we going to get something for him? Like a Skubal situation.
Yeah, but if he's in a contract year, they shouldn't be asking for a King's ransom if they don't think they're going to re-sign him. So
yeah,
he
might have 2 years.
Yeah.
Might have 2 years. But then again, we did the same thing with Soto. Soto had another year left when we traded him. And we got so much back. We got C.J. Abrams back. We got James Woods back. So, yeah, repeat. We're still more like the Brewers than we are the Dodgers.
Definitely.
So we have to load up on this talent and just hope that everything works perfectly and we can just build from within.
I saw that the Brewers are a team really looking at CJ, and with all that farm system, it might be smart for them to just, maybe they can't get the max out of it, but you can get a lot of good prospects. Because the Brewers are in a great position because they're like, we don't even have to give up like our top prospect.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, if that can be your argument, otherwise I would be shaking the Brewers right now. I'm like, what are you doing? It's like you made it last year. The Dodgers were in your way.
Yeah.
Like, don't fix what's not broken, man. Like, what you're doing works. Just keep the process going. Don't turn into the Dodgers, like, sell the farm at the trade deadline so we can get 2 big assets, and then it blows up in their face. They get them for a year. That's what killed the Padres.
I know.
Like, I mean, like, I don't like that idea, and I root for the underdog, and so I root for the Brewers. I really hope they don't do that, but
Maybe Major League Baseball, maybe. Now, I don't know. This is a front office thing, but maybe they should try to have the Brewers, like, give them the loaded roster to take on the Dodgers and win so that the scream for the salary cap can kind of lessen. Because if it shows that the Brewers can win without the huge payroll, maybe it helps those contract talks.
God, you're going down a rabbit hole, my friend. Conspiracy corner, J-Bear.
Yeah, you thought it was you.
I thought it was me. Moon landings. Yeah. Jimbo liked that one.
Oh, boy. Favorite episode.
Oh, man. Well, I might have to, like this with the Nats, they could go one or two ways. They could sell the farm, or they could trade their big assets, or they could try and get some more big ones in. So before they make any more moves, I have to do this with you now.
Okay.
We teased it on the last episode, and I think our two teams were like a game or two difference.
Yeah.
The Nationals and the Pirates are officially same record as of this moment. 55-54.
That's awesome.
55-54. We talked about it at the beginning of the season. We didn't take the bait. I'm doing it now.
Okay.
Let's bet on which team finishes with a better record.
Okay. Let's go.
You're taking the Pirates.
Of course.
I'm taking the Nats. All right. So I actually did some planning for this, unlike last time when you put me on the spot, like $20 bet. I was like, what are we, just two guys? We got a podcast. We got to spice it up a little bit. So I've got two options here for you.
Okay.
One I think is funnier than the other one. The other one I think has a little bit more edge.
Ooh, okay.
All right? So the first one, because I had to think about, this is a long distance bet. So it's not something that we could impact this one. Because originally I was like, something about like your trip to Pittsburgh. If you lose, you have to do this or something. Or like maybe
I'm already doing the feet juice in Pittsburgh. I'm not doing two
I was
things.
originally going to say it's like maybe it's like double or nothing. It's like if you won this bet, you wouldn't have to drink the feet juice. But no, I was like, this is a long-term thing. We can't do that. So the first one that I thought of, because we're going to be talking about fantasy football, I say this, and this is the one that's a little spicy.
Okay.
The winner of the bet of whoever's team has a better record. Do you think? You think you know where I'm going with this one?
I think I maybe do.
Gets to pick the lineup for the other team when we play each other in fantasy football. So if I win, I get to pick who you start and sit on your fantasy football team when we face each other, and then vice versa.
I like that.
Right?
That's not where I was going, but I like that.
Yeah. Like our angel investor, I threw it at him. I was like, "What do you think?" He's like, "It's good unless you guys face each other before the baseball season ends." Like if we match up in the first week, but if we match up in the first week, there's a good chance that we'll face each other at the end.
Actually,
of the
we would, yeah.
Where all the cards on the line.
God.
Dun dun dun. So that's the first option.
Okay.
The other option one, and this ties into earlier in the conversation when I told you that my wife's going to Nashville for like a work conference, and she's going right into a meeting right when she gets there. So this morning when she was getting ready, she was like curling her hair, and I was joking. I was like, "Do me next." I was like, "Give me something nice to do," and she's like, "Would you let me?" And I was like, "No, like that sounds horrible." No. But then I was like, "You know what? Maybe I'll do this. If whoever loses, the bet has to allow my wife to curl and doll their hair up for the next episode. So full makeup, doll. I said no fingernails because I was like, we don't have our hands up here. We're not going to do this whole time. But full regalia. She's not a big makeup person, so she wouldn't turn you into like a drag queen or anything like that. Okay. But she'd take the curling iron, she'd do your hair, and she'd get you camera ready. We're talking about the Zoom calls. You got to be camera ready. So you can either pick the fantasy football punishment or the makeover punishment.
What about if the winner gets to choose the loser's fantasy team's football name?
Yeah, but we won't. But we're gonna have the fantasy team name, so it'll be a name change halfway through the season because the baseball season ends. Yeah, we can do that. But there's nothing on the line. You don't want it. You're afraid of me picking your fantasy football team when we face each other. The rule is same rules, the league rules, right? You can't add drop.
Okay.
And you have to start a full roster.
Okay.
So I couldn't just put your kicker up against my whole team.
I think I'm gonna pick that one because it's from the league.
Yeah.
But I was gonna steal that and actually do that to you last year in one of our matchups. I just wasn't gonna go ahead. You picked
Oh, you were just gonna let me do it?
I was.
Just try and let me just over tinker a little bit? No, let's just do the bet. No matter it could be with the playoffs on the line, doesn't matter. We get to pick each other's team. And that's the other thing. If let's say we face each other before the football season or the baseball season ends, and we don't see each other, but if we see each other in the playoffs, I get to pick your team.
Let's go.
All right, let's go. All right. You hit here first. A friendly bet between two buddies that argue about everything and can't agree on anything. So you guys got a future push, a nice itch to get you to the end of the baseball season. Nats, Pirates. Who's going to finish on top?
I really hope
We're
they
talking
play
about
each other.
But we're talking about end of year. So if they both make the playoffs miraculously, we're not going to count how far they go in the playoffs. We're just talking about the end of the regular season, what their record is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I gotta see if they play each other down the stretch.
I'm sure they do. We still got a lot of baseball left.
Because that would be something if
it's like
yeah,
by the betting podcast gods that they like face each other with all the marbles on the line.
Wouldn't that just be? I mean, I'm sure you got to play someone in your division. Yeah.
But while he's looking up there with the other baseball talk that we got, man, I mean, we do want to spend a little bit of time and celebrate the people that did get inducted into the Hall of Fame. We got 3 big names here, a lot of really great memories. We're now getting into the point, Semco, where the guys that are getting inducted into the Hall of Fame are guys that we grew up watching.
I know.
We're getting old.
We are.
Old men. So Andrew Jones, Ill Will is like, oh, yes, finally, some Braves talk. Let's go.
Let's go.
Jeff Kent.
Yup.
That stash.
Yeah.
Looking like Magnum P.I.
Yup.
And then Carlos Beltran.
Yeah, man.
Who played for both New York teams for quite some time.
He actually was a Kansas City Royal at
He
one
was
point.
way back when he started out.
Yeah.
Could have won one with us. Decided to go to the Mets. Big mistake.
Oh, he still made it to the Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
so can't fault him too much for. Well, that team was nowhere close to ready by then.
Hey, they got there.
It did.
Better late than never. So, I mean, these 3 guys, these are big names,
Yeah.
right? Anything that really kind of stood out for you? Any big memories or moments? Anything that, you just remember fondly about these guys?
Andrew Jones, definitely. I mean, I was, because of TBS, I've said before, Fred McGriff was my favorite player.
Yep, you did.
So I watched as many Braves games as I could. When I forget the year, I think it was maybe 98 or 99, when Andrew Jones became the youngest player at 19 years old to hit a home run in the World Series.
Yep,
Game 1 against the Yankees. Mm-hmm. That was just so awesome to see. There was some hype around him, but just that young. And it was the Yankees. It's just one of those when we grew up. I'm pretty sure it's how, like, the younger kids see the Dodgers. Like, they just were the Yankees were so polarizing that it's kind of, you do something against, the Piddly Rangers, no one really is going to remember. But if you do something against the Yankees,
yeah,
it's kind of like you score a game winner against Michael Jordan and the Bulls, even if it's a regular season game. Like, you remember that more than if you hit one against the Clippers. But let alone, if you somehow hit a game winner against the Bulls in the NBA Finals, that's what that was when he hit that homer. So that was awesome. And then I just loved how he was the shallowest center fielder ever.
Yeah. I
mean, the rumor is he could see the signs that the catcher was putting down and would adjust to it. But so many over-the-shoulder catches.
Yeah.
It just, I'm sure as a pitcher, you just knew you could just kind of throw anything and it's going to get gobbled up in the outfield.
Yep.
So I loved Andrew Jones, loved watching him. That it was just a thrill to watch him with the Braves and see a lot of his games.
Yeah, no, I'm agreeing with you there. Andrew Jones was definitely the gem of this class. And again, to your point, so many web gems. So many times you just saw him chasing down a ball in center field, and he had a cannon. There were so many outfield assists from him that I could just remember off the top of my head of just him throwing somebody out of third or home, and just you don't run on Andrew Jones.
Nope.
So that was really, really cool. It did feel like of these 3 guys, his career got cut short a lot faster than the other ones. And I don't know if it was just his style of play. Obviously, injuries kind of built up. Started eating those bonbons a little bit too much
he
later.
Did get a little
chunkier.
Chunky enough to hit 51 homers in one year.
Yes, he did. But no less didn't diminish the greatness that he had to kind of offer. It was cool seeing some of these stats, right? And it reminded me, we always talk about kind of the boring vet, right? The guy that's just there, and you can always count on him for this much. He might not lead the league in home runs, he might not lead the league in stolen bases, but you look at Carlos Beltran's career stats. He had longevity, and he did it well at a high level for a very long time. Yeah. He almost hit 435 home runs. So he had over 400 home runs.
Sneaky.
312 stolen bases. That's double what Andrew Jones had in his career.
He's like one of 4 guys that hit 4 homers, stole 300 bases, and won like 3 or 4 Gold Gloves or something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. And he did it in only about 400 more games than Andrew Jones. They I think it was like around 400 and change. But yeah, 435 home runs, 312 stolen bases, over 1,500 RBIs. I mean, that's a clinic right there. And then Jeff Kent, like, I remember he had a few seasons when he was playing with Barry Bonds where he was raking too. He was like, I was wondering, I was like, is Bonds giving you that same milkshake he's having over there? And I was like, I don't know. But the thing I remember about Jeff Kent is the fight he got in with Barry Bonds in the dugout. That's what I'll remember. They did not like each other.
No, they did not.
At all.
Dusty Baker, being like a player's coach too, just allowed them just to bicker and fight, and it was great.
Yeah.
It was like, when was it? Was it Kimbrel and Harper that got into? No, Papelbon and Harper.
No, it wasn't Papelbon. It was, what's his name? Strickland and Harper.
No, in the dugout.
Oh,
they were on the same team
yeah,
together.
it was Papelbon. And like Papelbon went for his throat. That one's insane. Why are closers insane?
You have to be, I guess, to be good at it.
I guess. I mean, Mariano Rivera, he's the
exception
to the rule because he was just the most mellow dude ever.
Yeah.
Like John Rocker, Papelbon, like Kimbrel's pretty crazy.
Yeah, a little bit.
They're all crazy, man.
What was it? Eric Gagne was kind of...
Gagne was crazy.
Yeah.
Who's the Giants one with the big black... He definitely dyed his beard.
Oh, my gosh.
Wilson?
Yes. Good pull. Yeah, I mean, that was the biggest dye job you've ever seen.
Oh, my God.
It was like pitch black.
I was like, how does anyone take you seriously? Yeah, you think you're intimidating. This just looks ridiculous.
You look like
you look like the poster man for like Just for Men.
Yes.
It's like, that's our guy. He's using our product every day.
And it looks good.
I could look like shoe polish. He's
Yeah,
just putting shoe polish in his beard. But yeah, no, I mean, good on these 3 guys. Really, really incredible tenures. And they, again, even with the tail off tilt, they all averaged at least 2,000 games, which isn't crazy. And it shows the longevity of these guys and being able to do it over, a generation and a decade and whatnot. So they're really, really cool to see. Any that you think, any of those 3 that you think shouldn't have gotten in?
Honestly, when I heard Jeff Kent's name, not only was it the Barry Bonds dugout fight, but it was also the other thing that came to mind was when he claimed that he broke his wrist because he was washing his truck and standing up on top of it. And it was like a whole ordeal because it ended up he was popping wheelies on a motorcycle. Yeah. But it was like, I don't have any really other memory. And honestly, I think he just rode Barry Bonds' coattails. I don't think he was that good. I think it's like you're batting in like Coors Field or something. Your numbers are inflated, but
because they're like pitching around Bonds.
They didn't want to pitch to Bonds, so they realized like, well, we got to try to get Jeff Kent out because Lord knows we can't have Kent on first base or on base. What are we going to walk Bonds and have 2 men on now? So
did Jeff and I'll have to look at the stats because I was wondering if he bat after Bonds or before Bonds.
Before Bonds.
He was before Bonds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you don't want to face Barry Bonds, so you're like, well, I got to pitch to this guy.
Yeah.
And so he did all of his damage. I don't know. I just always felt like when Bonds wasn't there, you didn't hear about Jeff Kent.
Yeah.
And I mean, I honestly think of all the Hall of Famers out there, there's only one guy I can think of that probably didn't deserve to get in there. You could tell me I'm wrong, but I mean, the guy rode Mickey Mantle's coattails to the home run record. Roger Maris. I mean, come on. Like,
wow.
I mean, come on. Like, you're hitting in front of Roger Maris or Mickey Mantle. Yeah. Like, of course you're going to get good pitches to hit. It's like when Trey Turner was hitting in front of Soto. Had his career year with the Nats. Mm-hmm. Like, there is something to that star player. Like, anyone that's with Aaron Judge. Look at Cody Bellinger, man. Like, career year in New York.
Cody!
Oh, if we had our soundboard.
I know. Don't worry. We sound great. That's all that really matters.
But no, I thought Jeff Kent, I mean,
do you think anything... Well, that's what I was going to say. Is like, do you think because he was a second baseman, because you don't see a lot of top flight like batting stats for second baseman, that they're like, well, we can't keep him out because the last 3 second basemen we brought in had worse stats than he did.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, for a power hitting... He was one of the beginnings of like a power hitting middle infield. You know, you used to not see... I mean, Ozzie Smith, for the Cardinals, that was like your prototypical shortstop.
Yeah.
And then it was like kind of Cal Ripken came up, and then it was the whole A-Rod Jeter. And then now for second baseman, you've got like your Jose Altuve's, and you've got some guys I'm probably missing. But yeah, he was like the first power hitting second baseman.
When we were growing up, the only thing the second baseman was asked to do was like, can you turn a double play?
Yes, that's it.
That's all we need you to do. Be a good defender and, put down a good bunt.
Yeah, maybe get on base with some singles.
Yeah.
Steal some bases, maybe. Yeah. So, I mean, I think he has the most home runs, or did at the time, for second baseman. But yeah, I don't know. I think they're just a little inflated, those numbers.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know.
He was kind of a cocky SOB anyway.
He was super cocky.
Yeah.
You were a Bonds guy. You didn't like Ken.
Well, Bonds was an old Pirate, so.
Oh, that's right.
I kind of had a soft spot for Barry
Barry.
Bonds.
Yeah, that's a long time ago. Anybody that you think maybe should have gotten in this go around? Other than Alex, of course.
Oh, that was who I was going to say.
Yeah, I knew it.
You know what? I don't even know the list of those that almost didn't get in.
It starts and ends with Alex.
Okay.
That's it. Alex needs to get in.
Probably Bobby Wagner. I don't think he's in there
Bobby,
yet.
I don't know. I'm not a big on. You talk about, like, you know, inflated stats. It's like, whoop-de-doo. It's like the save wasn't even a stat until, like, what year? Like, probably, like, 1975 or something like that?
70s, 80s.
So it's like, we're going to get you on just because you can pitch one inning? Oh, whoop-de-doo. Like, I don't believe in, like...
Hey, it's harder. Easier said than done. Look at some of these teams that try to throw guys into... Look at, Abreu on the Astros that Wagner played for. Everyone thinks he's going to be the next closer. He can't close a game to save his life.
Nope.
Like, guy on the Phillies who everyone thinks is supposed to be good. I forget his name. He can't close a game. Some of these guys get their opportunity and blow it. Yeah. So there is something to be said about coming in and
Devin Williams has gotten like 5 opportunities and he keeps eating crap.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think there's a little bit more to it than that, but
well, you might have a certain feeling around some of these guys because you've punted on relief pitchers in fantasy. You're you know what? Like, you know, you're talking such a big game for them. You're like, it's hard to do, but you're like, I don't want them on my team. You got them all gone. They're gone. You have no you have punted on the save plus hold category.
It's worked out well for
and somehow you and I, as we're playing each other, are still freaking tied. How have I not gotten I have 4 guys, and I haven't gotten a save or a hold.
Have you not?
No.
I haven't even paid attention.
I'm terrified. If I tie you 0-0, I'm just going to pack it up.
Yeah, you should.
I got to pack it up. But we are playing each other right now. What's the did you look? You're beating me as of now.
Orion Kerkering. That's who I'm thinking of on the Phillies.
Gesundheit.
He's supposed to be their next great closer, and every time he goes in there, gets shelled every single time.
All right. Well, let's go back into fantasy, sir. So we're facing each other. My team is in a complete tailspin. You're still sitting pretty in first. You're beating me 7-4 right now. Do you feel comfortable with this lead?
If I'm being honest, yes. Because this is I've loved this season so much. This is just what, like, my team will do. I'll just kind of slowly creep up and then just kind of, like, maintain.
Okay.
Like, my hitters, like, either I'm going to win the power categories one week, which I might not win this week, but then I'm going to win, like, hits, runs, and walks. And then it looks like I'm going to win some pitching categories. So 7-4 sounds right.
Yeah, my 5.4 ERA, not great for me.
No.
My streaming was okay. Lugo did good, and then my guys that I always keep just decided to crap the bed.
Well,
Roop got annihilated.
I think you had something where you had 27 innings pitched and 12 strikeouts.
Dude, why can't none of my guys strike anybody out? I have flamethrowers on my team. Like, I think even Cavalli got me like 4 strikeouts. I'm like, what are you doing?
3.
Like, what is happening? Oh, yeah. Well, I lied. My first pick was the worst. Montero for the Tigers got completely obliterated. And that's how I started I was like, well, looks like I'm burning through these pitchers because I got to get something going on.
And then Drohan didn't even start.
It's like, man, what a waste of a pickup. Oh, my God. Jesus. So, yeah, like, I'm in a
You're worried over there.
I'm officially worried now because usually I can dig myself out of this hole. And now I'm at a point of... is the hole too deep?
Yeah.
Can I not get out of it now? So I have no idea. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know.
Where are you in the standings right now?
Doesn't matter. I'm just focusing on me.
Think you're on the outside.
I'm focusing on me. That's fine.
Okay.
I don't want to be. I want to be an outsider. Outsiders are cool.
Okay.
Don't worry about me.
All right.
Worry about you.
Oh, I'm doing just fine.
Oh.
I do want to say this before it does come to fruition. My good friend Jimbo.
Mm-hmm.
Who he's mentioned a few times that karma is a B word.
Ooh.
And
using the hard language here, my friend.
There will be no better karma than because he's in the playoffs as of this moment. I'm super worried that I'm going to play him in the playoffs.
Oh,
and he's going to take me down.
yeah, karma's a bee.
Yeah. So that's coming. So I'm going to kind of just keep talking and talking.
Oh, you're
while
gonna
I
keep
can.
it up. You're gonna
I'm gonna
double down.
I feel like I've already dug the hole. I'm just going to dig deeper.
All right.
I mean, I'm not going to say anything bad about his team right now. I am sorry that you lost Shea Langoliers. That's tough.
Shea Langoliers. Is he done for the year officially?
I think so.
Yeah, he's toast.
But yeah, but our matchup I'm looking forward to. I do hope you do make the playoffs and beat DW though. You seem to have his number. And
I do.
I'm worried about his team. Those are the only two teams I'm worried about. DW and
Which is funny because they traded with each other.
I know. And Jimbo.
Yeah, DW and Jimbo traded with each other, and thank you for watching my drink.
Welcome.
Little technical difficulty. Oh, cool. Can you please just keep turning off on me? That'd be so wonderful. Wake the F up.
Yeah.
Got to put a light on here, man. Oh, forget it. We're just going to go for it.
All right.
Will lighten me up in post.
Yeah.
Or something. But, I'm not worried. I will be worried when it's official, when I'm officially out. But I haven't looked deep enough into our standings. But hopefully I got a few cupcakes coming up.
I think Seabear's on his way down though.
He's going to come join me in the pits.
I think it's going to be a battle between you two. I'll give credit to Seabear. You are, Bigo. You might be the best at like streaming pitchers. He might be the best at streaming hitters.
Man,
he just seems to pick
Jesus,
up the guys
right at the right time.
But that's might run out, and your pitching is god awful, Seabear. Yeah. So like, if you can't pick up the right hitter, like it's over, and it's gonna take. You're gonna lose like one week bad.
And that you just gotta keep hitting. That's the problem. You gotta keep hitting on your pickups.
Yep.
And that's what I live and die by, the stream. I'm relying on my good fortune and my genius pickups, but sometimes you get burned.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get burned. But I don't have time to be worried about fantasy baseball and hitting and hitting my stride and getting into the playoffs, because I got another irrational fear that's going on right now.
Okay.
And it's robot teachers.
Oh God.
Yeah, man. So it's like it's an issue that I have where I have this again irrational fear about, oh my God, robots are going to take over. This is the Terminator times. Like we're gonna Skynet and everything like that. Well, it's become to creep into education, because it was named Sally, the lifelike robot from Realbotics, would be able to interact with students and their classwork. Much like me, I'm not the only one. It did draw us a bit of a skepticism online, obviously with parents too. A few of them flagging obviously security concerns, allowing robots to store data about their kids.
Yeah.
So you've got some serious concerns when it comes to something like that. But that wasn't the primary issue that they had with this robot, because apparently this company, the other thing, it got leaked out. This company also is known for building. Let's just call them dolls designed for intimacy.
Okay, well done.
So rather than school learning or teaching children, they're teaching other tricky things out in the real world. So yeah. And you saw the picture of it. It looked like an attractive robot.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. It wasn't. It definitely wasn't like your. Could recognize it right away as a triple X rated type doll.
They dressed her up in school clothes. She looked like a school mom.
But then when you look at it a little closer, you're like,
It's like she's got quite the figure for a robot here. I don't know.
Like, check my closet. I'm like, yeah, that face did look familiar.
It's like, that looks like my model. My God. What's happening?
Well, let me ask you this then, because you brought up a good point about the stealing the information, and that seemed to not be what was the nail in the coffin for getting rid of this. It was the fact that the
company, it's like, you definitely can't get a used robot from that company. It's like, hey, this one's half off because it's been lightly used by a school. I mean, they were teaching stuff. I wouldn't know if I'd call it a school.
What would concern you more?
Is this robot? Is it good working with groups? Yeah, it's been worked in some groups before. Some group projects. Yeah. Can you imagine being the parent and be like, just immediately recognize it, like, hey, that's a sex. How do you know?
Yeah, exactly. You can't say anything, but you
PTA
so
meeting.
want to say something.
All the dads are at that PTA meeting. It's like, let me take a look at this teacher. Yeah, going to the teacher conferences. Honey, I'll take this one.
Yeah.
You sit this one out. We're going to do a closed door teacher.
I think I need to have a word with the assistant.
With Miss Sally over here by herself. Don't worry about it. Give me 30 minutes. 10 if I'm excited. But yeah, no, that would definitely be. I don't want like to know that, like, you know, like make some more frumpy. I had a very frumpy teacher. I focused on schoolwork, especially if they bring these robots into like high school and they've got like the figure of a sex doll. Nothing's getting done.
Nothing gets done really to begin with in high school. Why are you going to add another layer to it all?
Yeah.
Yeah, why can't they just make like like you're just generic,
like a Mrs. Doubtfire robot?
That's what I was thinking.
Hello.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
You'd be laughing. Oh, Mrs. Doubtfire, you're hilarious.
No, those kids would still mess with that. High school, you can't do that in high school.
No,
they would still just mess with. Well, they mess with teachers anyway. I guess what's the difference?
Yeah, at least the robots don't go home and create a drinking problem.
Yes,
like,
you're
stupid
right.
kids.
Yeah,
and they can just wipe their memories.
Would you, if you were a teacher, high school teacher especially, like, would you? And you had to grade papers. I mean, would you just really, the ones you don't like, would you really just be so biased?
It would be so hard not to be. So hard not to be. It's like especially like if you have one of those like wonder kids who doesn't pay attention in class at all and is a total slack up, but they've just got that gene where they're good at like taking tests. You'd almost feel even more honest. This guy doesn't like pay attention at all, but this is the best essay I've ever read.
I know.
F.
It's almost like, the teachers would use the excuse, like, I don't want to see you wasting your talent. Now I start to think it's just they're so jealous that kid doesn't even have to try.
Yeah.
And they're like,
effortless.
I tried my hardest and I'm a high school teacher or something. And they just are like, I can't let this go on. I got to but I can't say that. So
Or like, I wonder if like, like the teachers, like, some of the teachers, they're not too far gone from like college and high school. You had some young teachers, I'm sure, when you were in high school. Do you have any young teachers?
Maybe like one or two.
You have any
it was
like
generally an older crowd?
Yeah. Oh man, Seabear's gonna have to call me on this one. We had a pretty hot English teacher.
Okay.
I never had her, but I saw her walking in the halls.
Yeah.
And Seabear always was like generally just like, he's like, she sucks, and he's like, and I think it's like, what, because she's like spurning your advances, Seabear, like, come on, man, like, no, but he was like,
Someone
no,
says no
he's
to
like,
that?
it's super mean, and I was like, why? Because she wouldn't like go to lunch with you, like, what? Come on, like, but I wonder if like any of those teachers like are jaded because maybe one of the high school kids reminds them of like an ex like lover in high school. It's like, you're just like Derek. It's like, fail, Derek. You're like, my name's Brandon, what happened here?
Yeah, there's just got to be a lot more that goes on. That's just, they take it more personal than I think we thought of back when we were actually in high school.
Seaver and I also had a male teacher who was definitely like borderline pedo. It definitely felt like that. Because like we had like a free period like in 7th. And when I mean free period, it's like it was my English class that I was just coasting through in senior year. And I was like, I've already graduated. I mean, I've already been, so it's like I'd go to the bathroom and I'd leave for pretty much the entire class. And that same class, Seabear was a TA in like a biology class. So I would wave at him and be like, oh, I got to go trade these papers. And then we just roam the halls, and we always end up at this guy's class because he had a TV in his room, and he'd always put PTI on. This is back when PTI was on like 2. So we'd just hang out there. But every time we go in there, he had like 2 or 3 smoking hot like high school chicks just like hanging out. It's like, Mr. Schneider, oh my God. And we're like, dude, like, we're high school kids, and we think this is creepers.
We had he actually was the JV soccer coach. He actually got fired and all this because he was dating like a 16-year-old.
You had one of those at your school?
Now, I was graduated. My sister was there when this happened.
No
but
way.
yes, but he was always a bit of a creep, and he would always kind of sidle up next to the most attractive girl in the class and like really offer them more assistance if they needed it.
You want to help me with my ball bag? Like that type of stuff? Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. I also our varsity girls soccer coach also had that vibe. We don't have time, but I do want to tell you about what I did to him that almost got me like expelled.
Oh,
it was bad. But we'll get into that because we got so much more to talk about. You know, we still got to talk about the NFL, man. Big news, obviously. We're getting kind of closer to the regular season. Let's kind of lead into some of the favorites going in. I think nobody's gonna argue that the odds-on favorite to win the Super Bowl now, it's got to be the Rams, LA Rams.
Yeah.
The offenses was just palpable. And then they just added the best defensive player in the planet in Myles Garrett onto that team. And now, I mentioned this again 2 months ago. I freaking, Miss Cleo, all the jam. Aaron Donald, man, the buzz is getting bigger and bigger about him possibly coming back and just, doing it one last time. Man.
I want to see it so bad.
You do.
But, man, come on, man. Like, you're retired. Like, how can you come back?
You had your chance.
Exactly. Like, how can you shouldn't be able to come back to, like, the same team that you retired from or something.
Well, what else is he supposed to do? You said he can retire and then he can go back to another team? You're just saying once you're retired, you're retired. You can't come back. Then we wouldn't have Michael Jordan on the Wizards.
Exactly. Exactly.
Come on, that was like our highlight for the Wizards for the last 20 years.
His chase down block to win a game.
Yeah.
And then I think Rip Hamilton won a game.
We had Rip.
And he hugged Michael Jordan hugged him and it just I don't know. Those memories, those are the only memories I have from the Wizards back in the day.
Yeah, see, that's all you needed, man. But so you're in the camp of he shouldn't be allowed to do this. It's like he can just rest his body and now I want to come back because I see them potentially racing for a ring and I want to be a part of that.
I'd also sit there and be like, so the Rams, so you leave because you didn't think we were good enough? So now you want to come back. We're just going to welcome you back. I mean, of course, it's Aaron Donald.
Yeah, of course you're going to welcome him back.
But I'd also just be like, well, F you, dude. We're sitting here for, the last 2 years, and you're just not doing anything. And now, you think we now have a shot, so it's worth you coming back?
Oh, the great Aaron Donald decides to grace us with his presence.
I don't know. It's a little stuffy to me, if you ask.
No, I mean, I have no problem with this. If he deems that he wants to come back, I'd have more of an issue if he came back and he tried to sneak around the team that he retired with and go play for a different team.
Yeah, kind of like what
Favre
Gronk
do
did.
that? Didn't Favre do that too? I feel like when
he retired twice.
I think Favre retired with the Jets and then some kind of chicanery happened. Then he went to the Vikings.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And I was like, you don't want to play for the Jets.
Yeah.
Well, that and he was harassing that female reporter.
Jen Sterner.
You know her full name. Florida State grad.
Was she?
You didn't know that? Wow, I'm the creeper now. Yes. Yeah, she was big. They always would pan to her at the Florida State games. They'd be like, hey, look at this. Rowdy fans, zoom in.
God, that creepy, when Brent Musburger, when they brought it over to
AJ McCarron's wife.
She was a looker. She was, but they zoomed in.
That's not Brent's fault. I am a Brent defender in this because he didn't say anything creepy. He wasn't like, man, look at the body on that one or anything like that. He was like, she's a looker, real old school, she's an attractive gal and blah blah blah.
I think for a sports analyst or commentator, I think it was a bit much.
It was inappropriate, but it's again, it's not in the right place.
Not what we were all probably thinking. At least he didn't say what we were, or he was thinking.
That's true. But back to Aaron Donald. That's what you're thinking when you watch him. You're like, holy cow, look at the bod on that guy.
Well, you see him with that shirt off? Come on.
Yummy. So you think that there should be a penalty for him coming back out of retirement?
I just can't believe that you're just allowed to come back. I mean, the penalty is I don't think he's going to get paid what he wants to get paid because I saw something where he still technically is under the contract.
Yeah.
So they'd have to pay him $31 million, which they can't afford. So they're going to have to restructure.
So if he comes back, he has to get it restructured.
I think so.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So, I mean, I guess in that instance, you're taking a cut. But I don't know. I feel like if you're going to come out of retirement, you take the league minimum.
Okay. And then the vet minimum. Kind of like what LeBron's doing.
Yeah. And then maybe if you're going to play one more year, then you can be up for whatever amount.
You renegotiate.
Yeah. Because that might I don't know if that might scare him away from actually playing. It might not be worth it at that point. But I don't know. I don't like the fact that he's just I'm going to hang him up because you guys suck. And now you guys
But
have
they
a
didn't
shot.
suck. They were like he could have done this last year, and
Yes.
he could have been the reason that they won the Super Bowl. They could have been the Seahawks.
I feel a certain way about if some guy did that to me. I don't know. I used to be like, I want the best guys all the time, but if you're not in the trenches with me and you just left and now the situation seems better for you.
But at the same time, it's like he's keeping himself in great shape. It's like this is such a unique. He's a freaking unicorn. It's like 99,999 times out of 100,000. Like when you retire, you don't have a say about coming back. It's like, no, you're good. We want you there on the couch, not here. He's one of the unique formats. Same with Gronk. They're just so unique that they can kind of just pull that kind of crap. So
I don't know, man. Don't you just kind of feel like this has like the letdown though, where he does come back and then either him or Garrett get hurt in like the first 2 weeks.
And I wouldn't be opposed to that either, because this is the rich getting richer, and this is where I was like, okay, really, like, come on.
Yeah.
So there's a part of me like that. I'm always gonna want a league where we got a prime Aaron Donald in the league because he's such a force and he's so cool to watch. But if he blows his back out in week 2, I'd be like, it sucks to be you, Rams.
Yeah,
I would no love lost. Let's just say there's no love lost.
Yeah.
There would be no love lost. I'm like, I don't care. I don't feel bad for you. It's like you got Devontae on the cheap. You got Puka on a rookie contract.
Yep.
You just extended Stafford for some reason when you drafted a quarterback in the first round. I want some of these choices you've made to fall flat on your face. You can't be batting 1,000 on these choices.
They are though.
I know. Like, that's why I'm like, I'm okay with you losing one of these. Like, get one wrong. Maybe Myles Garrett finally goes to jail for like the 1,000 speeding tickets.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
We can only hope. No, not really.
So are they still the favorites for you then?
On paper, I'd have to say so. But I don't know. I don't see why the Seahawks still wouldn't be up there. What about the Commanders?
No. I think it's crazy because I looked at the odds on this, and I looked at the two top odds for the NFC and the AFC. And the NFC, shocker, Rams, Seahawks.
Yeah.
What's funny for me is that on the NFC
Or AFC.
or AFC,
Yeah.
it's not the guys that made the Super Bowl last year. It's the Ravens and it's the Bills. Everybody is disrespecting the Patriots, and it's hilarious to me.
They only seemingly got better.
Yeah.
And May's going to be a year older.
Yeah.
It's this
year wiser.
It's this recency effect. I'm surprised the Ravens were up there because the biggest hubbubaloo the last week was how Lamar Jackson was ranked like 60th by the players or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, so Drake May, it's his second year in the league, and he saw ghosts in the Super Bowl, struggled in the playoffs a little bit. Now he played some great defenses. Once again, do we not ever think that once a guy is shown that he struggles, is never going to get over that hump and get better? I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's great. Maybe they're like, he looked less like Lamar, more like C.J. Stroud. They're like, wait, yikes.
Maybe.
But yeah, I mean, they brought A.J. Brown on.
I know. The one thing they needed was a wide receiver.
A better wide receiver than the rest of their wide receivers combined.
Their defense is still going to be really good. It may not be as good as it was last year. That was a great defense, especially at the end of the year. But it's still going to be good. Christian Gonzalez is going to be the best DB
corners
in the
Yeah,
league.
we could have had him. Yes, I know. Commanders could have had him. Yeah. How about that? Not Forbes. That's our guy. Freaking idiots.
I just love how the reason why they drafted him or talked that they loved him so much was because he could make a play, score a touchdown or something. And it's like, dude, if a guy scores a touchdown a season, that'd be an NFL record for most returns ever. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah, that's fluky
you got to do everything else. You gotta tackle. You gotta play in schemes. Just because when he gets the ball in his hand,
you can't just get pushed out of bounds like he did every time against A.J. Brown. They just mean mugged him every time we faced him. My God. But yeah, no, I mean, it's crazy. The Rams, the Rams are the favorites. As long as Myles Garrett can stop speeding, and he should know not to speed, because there's an article that came out just recently about how, and I'm going to see if you agree with this, because I think that you might be on the other side of this. But article came out from the University of Minnesota analyzing over 120 million vehicle trips across the U.S. to measure what speeding actually costs in fuel, emissions, money, and time. The findings aren't flattering for anyone who's got a lead foot there, man. They're saying that they increased their travel time by an average of 54 seconds per day I'm getting boring. Listen, the study pretty much says that speeding barely saves you any time, and you shouldn't do it. Is that going to make you stop speeding?
No. No.
But we have research. We have data here, man.
You want to tell me that if I'm going down to Florida and, someone's going to go 65 miles an hour and I'm going to go 80, that's 15 miles difference
per hour that you're going.
For every hour, yeah. And that's a 10-hour trip? I saved it's 2 hours?
Yeah.
So yes, I absolutely disagree with that. Now the idiots that want to go down Whole Street Road over here, where we live, and want to speed through there, and there's a light every 100 yards. Yes, by the time you get to the McDonald's drive-through or Chick-fil-A drive-through, and you're 2 cars ahead of me, no, it didn't save you any freaking time.
So you're being more selective with your speeding.
Yeah. Yes.
It's for the right times. I can see it for the long car rides, but I also am in those. I'm going to speed because I can't stand the thought of that car in front of me anymore.
Yes.
I'm done with you, car. You need to not be in existence anymore.
When you put your brakes on for absolutely no reason, no one's in front of you and you just want to slow down a couple miles an hour, and I'm passing you.
I'm also, it's if you're in a highway, there's a 4-lane highway, and they're in the far left lane, and they're going the same speed as the guy in the far right lane. I don't care if I'm going to pass you. I don't care if I have to crank it 10 miles over what I want to go. Yeah. I'm doing it.
Yes.
To get past you, just to relieve
peace of mind.
That's my soul.
Yes.
I mean, that's too much to bear. I'll also speed to get away from crazy drivers. People that are obviously on their phone. Yeah. It's and you're just okay, I need to get away from you, and I'll speed to get away from you. Literally sprint away.
I think if more people were speeding rather than going slow, I think we'd see less accidents.
Yes.
Because those that go really slow, people speed and they get into accidents.
I love that you're not blaming the people that are going over the speed limit. You're going under. That's your fault.
Because you forced us to do this.
I was going 5 miles under the speed limit. Who goes 5 miles under the speed limit? What's wrong with you?
If I was president, the first thing I would change is I would end the speed limit and stop saying limit on the signs.
As minimum.
Minimum.
You have to go at least
minimum and a maximum. They kind of do on some highways.
They do it on some ways. Yes. I like the min-max.
Yeah, I'll take that.
They're this is my wiggle room right here. I like that.
The speed limit. People just look at that and they can have the excuse but that says that's the limit.
Well, the funny thing is the limit's for me that's the bar. You start at the speed limit and then you go up. If I find you driving out there under the speed limit, I'm you got to be 100 years old.
Either that or you're transporting a bunch of drugs or something. But even then, you look suspicious.
Yeah, you're okay, that's a drug car, obviously. Yeah, he's going under the speed limit. He's got every turn signal on. Yes. 2 blocks ahead of his turn. He sees a yellow, 2 lights. He's slowing down. Yes. Complete stop at stop signs. Arrest this car.
It's what cause did you have to pull me over? You were driving.
You were way too cautiously. Yeah. You would have aced that driver's ed test. So what's going on? You tell me why I pulled you over. Yeah, absolutely. So Myles Garrett, stop speeding. It saves you barely any time. So, all right.
Yeah.
All right. But Baker's ready to speed out of Tampa Bay, apparently. You saw this. Baker Mayfield, man. So contract talks are waning. And he's said now, and I respect him in this regard. It's once the camp starts, he's I'm done talking about this.
That.
I'm not doing this anymore. Much rather that than a guy that sits out or drags it out and it's I'm worth this much. It's no, just play. Just play. I feel you get more respect. Granted, you could make the argument that he's leaving money on the table because God forbid he gets hurt or something like that. But at the same time, I don't know. That's just the side that I'm in. But yeah, apparently they only offered him a 2-year contract and well below what he was expecting of what he considered his tier of quarterback at about $50 million a year. And he also was apparently insulted by the guaranteed money that they were offering. So it sounds like they are oceans apart right now.
I love it.
I know you do. And why don't you explain why you love it?
Well, the team that I do currently root for.
Currently. Yeah, they'll be without a quarterback next year, won't they?
Well, I mean, we did draft one this last class.
Oh, yeah, you did. Your favorite, Drew Law.
Yeah.
QB of the future.
God bless, please no. But yeah, we'll need a quarterback. And there is no one out there, I think, that would be in the position to get that is better than Baker Mayfield. This is the type of free agent quarterback you go after, not this Russell Wilson nonsense. Justin Fields, Aaron Rodgers. No, a Baker Mayfield that still has some good years left. Like, you're going to have to pay a quarterback some money. He is worth the money. These other trash guys we got have just basically ruined the chances of Cameron Hayward and TJ Watt, which is going to suck because we're going to get we might get Baker Mayfield, and Hayward's definitely gone.
Yeah.
Watt probably declining. He could be gone. So we'll have wasted all that time. But this is the guy we go after if we're not. Please, Drew Aller cannot be our plan. Like, please no. Unless you plan for Rodgers to get hurt and Aller to come in, and then we get one of, like, the 10 loaded quarterbacks in college. But no, Baker Mayfield to the Steelers would make perfect sense.
Okay.
And I've been rooting for those contract talks to, like, dissipate.
You've got, like, a Todd Bowles, like, voodoo doll. You're like, yeah, do something stupid. Like, rip up that contract and that type of thing.
Oh, I'm heavy on the Baker bandwagon.
It's crazy to me. I mean, I've liked what Baker's done with this bounce back. We've complimented him on the show. We've said that, like, he could have gone the way of so many first-round quarterback busts, and he really and he had a rough go. Like, he was sitting there on the Panthers, and he was sitting behind Stafford with the Rams, and he did all that to put himself in a position to fight for a starting job, and he got it. So, gotta respect the guy that can do that. But yeah, I can understand why he feels like disrespected. It's like QB is still the most valuable position in the sport, and you got a guy that's on the field. His teammates absolutely adore him. He puts it all out there. He's going to do everything that he can, and it's such a crapshoot when you're trying to get a new quarterback.
I know.
Why are you not paying this guy? Just like, he's not asking for top quarterback in the league money. He's like, I just want to be on par.
Yeah.
Give me Trevor Lawrence money. Trevor Lawrence or Baker Mayfield, who are you taking?
In like one season, like this next year, I'm taking Baker Mayfield.
Give him his freaking money.
Future might be Lawrence, but
yeah. Well, I mean, he's younger.
Yeah.
But I mean, still, he's a old school gunslinger. He's gonna, like, live and die by his throws, and he's gonna be a straight shooter in the
or his legs. That run against the Niners last year was.
So the Niners or the Texans?
He did it. He did it both actually, back-to-back weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't understand what they're doing. Like, being cute with this stuff, because you look at what else is out there. Like, what are you gonna do? Because they aren't gonna be. They're hoping that they're not a top 5 pick, so they're in the Arch Manning sweepstakes.
Yeah.
So if you don't pay this guy and you piss him off, you're either going to have to franchise tag him, pay him more.
Yeah, I know.
Or you're going to let him walk, and then you're going to be like, whoa, what else we got here?
They've got such a good team around them.
Yeah.
The Bucs are being so stupid.
Yeah, not the smartest moves. Another big update we just got right now. So, breaking news.
Ooh.
Debo Samuel's re-signed with the Niners today.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sad about that?
No.
Yeah.
Good for him. Go back to San Francisco. Yeah. Go where it started.
Yeah.
No love lost. I'd still rather him than freaking Aiyuk, though. Man.
Oh, boy.
This guy, Jesus Christ, man. I've been trying to push off because I'm waiting for it to just subside. I have not wanted to bring this up on this podcast because I'm like, it'll go away. He'll go away.
Oh, no.
It's not. He bought property right outside of Commander's Park. He just put out like a tweet where, like, after he was bashing Jane Daniels, and Jane Daniels was pretty much like, enjoy your retirement, bro. He was like, well, you're a mama's boy and all that jazz and blah, 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 blah. And today he was like, hey, good luck in training camp, Commanders. He put Commanders. It's like good luck in training camp, Commanders. Everybody stay healthy and do great. And I'm like, dude.
Wait, but he's on the team, right?
No.
Oh.
His stalker. He has got stalker ex-girlfriend vibes. It's like, lose my number.
Yes.
Like, stop calling me.
He is getting a little bit out there.
He is past left field. He is in the warehouse of Camden Yards. He is gone.
Like, the comments he makes to the 49ers, and look, I don't know the situation. I've been meaning to kind of look at it because this all stems from literally, I guess he didn't show up to like a rehab.
Yeah.
And he claims that he was getting his own rehab, like Kawhi Leonard style. And it's being held against him, and he's not getting paid because he didn't follow the team rules. Yeah. So he's not making any money. I can't believe that the Niners, because you just missed one rehab or didn't even take it seriously, there's so much more that's going on underneath there.
Yeah.
There can't be a football team that if you're that talented and you miss
and they
one
just gave him so much freaking money. They so invested so much money in this guy.
Yes, he is a headache, and he is showing it through his teeth right now.
Man, and he fired his representation, so nobody's guiding him. This is all him, all the decisions he's making.
I'd hope it's just him at this point, because if any representation's allowing him to do this.
But, I mean, what's more likely, a comeback or Antonio Brown?
Antonio Brown.
Yeah, it's got to be.
I think he just, the way he's talking, you don't want to go there with, like, the CTE and any of that stuff, but it's so hard not to. I mean, what is it? We had Chris Johnson with his, now you had, did you see Amon Green, Parkinson's disease?
Yeah.
Like, it's just these guys, this game, it just messes, it's just not good, and Brandon Aiyuk is just, he's losing money, and he doesn't seem to care like one iota about it, and it's sad, man. But if he does somehow come back, good for him. But man, odds are not in his favor.
No, it's going to be. League minimum is apparently the undercurrent of this entire episode, because we're talking about Aaron Donald league minimum. Yeah. LeBron James, he'll have to take the league minimum.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to take that on with any risk.
Why would
you're on a prove it. And what's scary is that I think the Commanders know that, like, we're the one team that he might come out and play at the league minimum, because he's so obsessed with us right now.
It is so stinking weird. This obsession with another team.
Why can't we have one just normal offseason? Why can't the Commanders just like go in and be like, hey, all of our guys are showing up. Nobody's holding out. We don't have a loose cannon owner. We don't hey, we're just going to be real quiet. Just lunch pail this bad boy and just no. We always have to be the freaking drama, dude. Like Hard Knocks, Commanders every year. We'll always have a good story.
Yes.
We'll hit ratings gold every freaking year.
Winning in the off season,
unbelievable, man. Like, I'm just so over it. I can't believe that I've been so wishful of getting a semi-washed Stephon Diggs on this team, because if we get Stephon, hopefully Brandon will get the hint. And I hate that I share a name with this guy.
Yes.
Hopefully Aiyuk gets the hint. It's like, I'm dating somebody new now.
He'll
be like, bitch, I'll cut her tires. Oh my God. Like, he'll go real. He'll start, I bet you if we sign stuff, he's going to be like, I'm going to sleep with your girl Cardi B or something crazy like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, who's going to be crazier, Cardi B or Brandon Aiyuk?
Yeah.
To have to deal with for Stephon Diggs.
I don't know, man. But my good God, can we just please? But I don't want to end on a depressing note of me just like wallowing in all this insanity.
I like that,
we had a pretty good response on one of our segments last episode that was just kind of a throwaway. We just kind of threw it in at the end of it, which is kind of wild. But we're gonna start a new segment. It's literally gonna be a 2-episode segment.
Yeah.
But for those that need the background, our group of guys, we've always had a fantasy football league, and it's always been just the traditional head-to-head, new draft every year. This is our first year dipping our toes into keeper league status. Yep. So we are doing keepers this year for the first time. We get to keep one keeper. You get to keep them. If you drafted them, you get to keep them at the round that you got them last year. So it's all about, hey, did I get a steal in the draft?
Yep.
If you want to keep somebody you picked up throughout the season, whether it be through trade or through free agency, our rule is that you get to keep that draft. You get to keep him around after what he's graded as this year as far as the draft pick. So we're gonna do a U&O Keeper Corner. So we're gonna do a Keeper's Corner right
like
here.
it.
I'm gonna lead,
okay,
but I'm gonna ask my stat savant here in Semco to fill in the details. Now, we have 14 teams in the league, which, yes, for those of you that are already complaining, I know it's a big league.
Yes.
It's a very big league. It makes it impossible to get anybody on the waiver wire.
Yep.
You got to have that first waiver spot, or else you're just slim pickings.
You better draft well.
You're picking up a second string running back and praying that the primary gets hurt.
Yep.
In that game, because you're starting
Handcuff City.
Handcuff City. But I also didn't want to give any of our listeners that are also in our league any of my advice early on. So I'm breaking it up this episode, I picked 6 people that I think don't listen to us. And then the next episode, I'll get the other 6 or 7, including you.
So prove us wrong if you do listen.
Yes, if you do listen, you're getting some free advice from Bigo and Semco. So as we go, let's kind of rack it off. Our league is still a family affair for one person in our league, DW.
Yeah.
His dad and his brother are still in this league, and I know they don't listen.
Oh, God. They might not even know about the pod.
Well, so we'll start out with, I'll call him JK, because don't use my real name. But JK. So for JK's keepers, I'm not going to go through his whole team, but you know his team. I know his team. For the people in our league, you know his team as well. Maybe I will do this. Let's go with who he drafted last year, just to give you kind of a real quick rifle down. And yes, for those that are outside, like, what are you doing? This is the most insane draft ever. Okay, we have a problem in our league.
Yeah. And
it starts with one guy, and he has 2 initials, and it starts with a duh and ends with a dub. But he started this train where he's tried to corner the QB market 2 years back.
Yes.
And it scared everybody crapless. So now QBs go super early in our league. So before you come at us, this is not a normal league. This is survival. So in JK's situation, he drafted Jalen Hurts in the first round. So we'd have to take Jalen as his keeper in 1. Then Josh Jacobs, Kenneth Walker, Xavier Worthy, Bo Nix, Mark Andrews in the 6, Emeka Egbuka in 7, Raven Stephens in 8, and then kicker, and then it gets insane. So I'm not even going to go further than that. So with that in mind, I will let you know that I went through his team. He didn't have any free agents of merit that would be worth a keeper. So I'm throwing those out. Okay. No free agents for him. I'm going to give you who I think he should keep and who I think he's going to keep.
Okay.
Who he should keep, by far, hands down, bar none, Emeka Egbuka in the 7th. That is obviously incredible value that you're looking for in a keeper. You got a guy that could be your 1 wide receiver in the 7th round. That is just impossible to pass up.
Yep.
So that seems like the very obvious one. Do you agree? Do you concur?
Absolutely.
Yeah. No question, right?
That is a steal.
Now, here's the rub. JK, much like his son in this league, complete wild cards.
Yes.
Complete wild cards. Also, not sure if he truly understands the what the keeper situation means.
Or if he truly understands Egbuka's talent.
Yes, that too. So I'm split, but about who he will keep, and I think he'll pick the other guy just because, again, insanity, and we know what he likes to do. I think he should keep Egbuka. I think he's going to keep Kenneth Walker in the 3rd.
No, we're absolutely on par with that.
Yeah, you are?
Yeah, I actually might not be the worst. Kenneth Walker, I mean, if you can guarantee that you're going to get who could be, he's playing on the Chiefs this year.
Yeah.
Like, you could guarantee that you're going to get that running back in the 3rd round. It might not be the worst pick in the world.
It's way worse than Egbuka in 7th. Because you could argue in some realm that, this is what we talk about with value, right? It's like he would get Egbuka 4 rounds later than he would probably get him in a regular draft. Kenneth Walker, maybe 1. He might get him 1 round later than he would in a regular draft. That's where the value comes into play.
It's true. But what if you think that a lot of guys are going to keep running backs and you want there to be a running back on the market? Or like it might be a depleted market.
You could. Yeah. So you definitely got to think about like a depreciating asset, if you will. Yes.
Because if some guys are going to keep their 3rd or 4th round running back but still draft one in the 1st round, but those other ones aren't available, you might really have to grab and reach, and you could get Egbuka again.
Yeah, maybe not. You're not going to get him in the 7th.
No, not in the 7th.
And that's the other thing is you're going to have 6 more rounds because the keepers will be released before the draft starts, so you'll be able to see, wow, I have to reach, but thank goodness I have my number 1 wide receiver in the 7th, so I can reach for a running back.
Yeah.
Right? So that's who you should get. The other person, again, because JK's a wild card, he might just take Jalen Hurts. I know. That's insane. That's insane. But he took Peyton Manning in the 1st round for like 5 years when he was on the Broncos in the 1st round. It worked out sometimes for him.
Maybe he just won't want Jalen Hurts again, so maybe that's the reason why he might not do it. But if, because he didn't have the greatest year last year, and he lost A.J. Brown.
He did lose A.J. Brown.
But if he was like, if this was like Lamar Jackson, or if he had gotten like Burrow or my guy Josh Allen in the first round last year, I think he would be keeping that.
Okay.
Like, but because Hurts didn't do well, he might not.
Yeah.
That's a might.
Might.
Not
yeah,
a guarantee.
He might, yeah. It's like we wouldn't put it past them.
No.
Yeah. All right, now let's go to the younger K. We got DK next. A Division I football player.
Yes.
Right?
A great.
Not the DW that we know, but the DK. We're gonna call him DK.
DK. Okay.
Yeah, just not to get him confused. But DK, his team name was Suck My Dicka. Yes. He's been hanging on to that team name for quite some time. His draft went: Saquon Barkley in the first, Jonathan Taylor in the second, A.J. Brown in the third, Jalen Waddle in the fourth, Sam Laporta in the fifth, Tyrone Tracy in the sixth, Kyler Murray in the seventh, Josh Blackwell, a IDP in the eighth round. Man, how do I lose to some of these people in the regular season? It is embarrassing. And then the only other one worth a note, maybe you could say Josh Downs in the 11th, and then Jake Ferguson in the 12th. Much like his father, he had no free agent pickups worthy of a keeper.
I'm not shocked.
So here, and this is one of the few that I think I'm aligned with who he should keep and who he will keep. And that should be an obvious laydown. It's Jonathan Taylor in the second.
Yep.
This is going to be one of the top two, if not the top running back, taken in most drafts, and you're getting him in the second. Doesn't matter if you're the first pick in the second round. That's still an incredible value, going from second to like one of the top 5 picks. But you could, I mean, if you're insane and you're like, you know what, I mean, it's only a 1-round change. Maybe I get lucky. I get the first 5 picks and I can grab them again. The only one that would make possible sense with Alec Pierce being on the pup list right now is maybe Josh Downs.
Maybe.
And the 11th. But, man, that would be the gamble of all gambles. But it should be Jonathan Taylor. I hope it's not.
Me too.
But I think that's also who we'll pick. Do you have any changes to that, any wavering?
No, I am so over. He'll have to prove it to me. He's on my will never draft ever again.
Jonathan Taylor?
No, Jalen Waddle.
Oh, Waddle. Yeah, no, he's not a value in the 4th round.
4th round. I mean, he gets picked in, I think, 2 years ago, he's probably like a 3rd rounder.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you. Well, I said a few podcasts, when you're really fast, speed everyone just loves it, and the hype will always be there. If you're fast.
But I mean,
he is not good.
He's not. Well, and you always wonder. It's like he's going to a new team, new quarterback. You never know how that's going to gel. That's a gamble. That's a huge gamble. And for a keeper, you want pretty much a guaranteed or at least an incredible value, and that's not. It's neither.
I just don't think he's ever shown anything that is like a wide receiver 1 real talent, honestly, or a really good wide receiver 2. I think, once again, we talked earlier with Jeff Kent. You had Tyreek Hill, who was insane, like the unicorn, like an Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
And you did put up like some pretty good numbers. I don't think they were crazy good, but that is with literally having a guy that you need to almost triple cover, and you still barely probably broke 1,000 yards and only had like a few touchdowns. No. A lot of guys could have done much better in that position.
Yeah, you're a 1A. You're not a 1, a true 1.
Yeah.
All right, next up. This is a surprise for you that I'm doing him this round because this guy is one of our best buddies. He definitely listens. He does not listen to our podcast, so shame on you, Will Billy.
Yeah, Will Billy.
You know, I'm not going to tell you that I did your keeper sneaker pick or keeper corner on this one, so you'll just have to listen and hope you catch it because I'm not telling you.
Our champion, Will Billy.
That's right, our champion. And you can see why. You look at his team. So on his draft, he had Derrick Henry in the first round, Josh Allen in the second, George Kittle in the third. So that one kind of, punched that on him. R.J. Harvey in the fourth.
Yeah.
Travis Hunter in the fifth. And this is when he was arguing, I'm going to put him at cornerback and I'm going to wide receiver stats. We're like, shut that down. You can't do that. Can't do that. Ricky Pierce on the 6th, garbage. Deebo Samuel in the 7th, half the year, great. Trevor Lawrence in the 8th. Jawan Jennings in the 9th. And then he went defense at the Broncos. And then nothing really of substance after that that would deem worth keeping. He drafted Blake Corum in the 16th.
Yeah, I see that.
But he cut him.
Oh.
So not eligible for a keeper. So with that being said, this one was kind of harder for me to say because I'm not a firm believer in R.J. Harvey. I know that he would be available a little bit later if he kept him as a keeper
Yeah.
in the 4th round, because I think that you could argue that RJ might be I don't know. He could go one way or the other with RJ.
Because they got J.K. Dobbins, I think they want to play in there as well.
Yeah. So I didn't. It's a 1A 1B. It's like, I'll tell you why he should keep this guy, but I'll tell you why he should probably keep this other guy. It's weird. I'm not making it easier. He should keep Monangai and get him around after what he's valued at 8th. I think that Monangai is going to take a bigger chunk of DeAndre Swift's carries.
Wait, so he picked him up as a free agent.
Picked him as a free agent,
Yeah.
so he's going in the 7th round. He's
Yeah.
projected for the 7th round, so we would get him in the 8th round.
Yeah.
So I would pick Monangai. That's his free agent pickup that he got.
Yeah.
So I would take Monangai in the 8th. That's who he got. I'm sorry, I didn't tell you that. So you're like, wait, what's going on? Yeah. So he picked up Monangai as free agent, and I think that he's going to take a bigger chunk of that running back room.
Okay.
So I would recommend that he takes him, but that's because I always value running backs as a position over anything else. 8th round for potentially your RB2, that's a good value.
It's not bad.
It's a great value. But here's the other reason why he's not going to, and this is why I say he should keep this guy, and he will keep this guy. He's going to keep Josh Allen in the second.
Yeah, he is.
He's going to keep Josh Allen in the second because
I would too.
he is the biggest Josh Allen lover ever. He loves him some Josh Allen.
I do too. I'm right behind him. I'll take his sloppy second.
And he's going to take him because, again, our league is insane, and everyone's going to take a quarterback way too early, and he wants to lock in his quarterback that he loves oh so dearly, even if it's at a high pick in the 2nd round. So he will be keeping Josh Allen in the 2nd.
I agree, 100%.
No argument here.
I think it's absolutely insane. But we literally just said that.
That's why I had to put. That's why I had to put.
Hurts number 1.
That's why I had to put the presidents in here. How insane our freaking league is. Insane. All right, next up we got kind of a transition. We had Cole. Cole, sorry you're no longer here, but Nate Dogg is inheriting your team. This one was really the easiest one in the world. I'm not going to go to his team because DW is a big old dummy, and he transferred the team, but he didn't transfer the players, so I can't even look at the team. All I know is that Cole got JSN in the 3rd round.
Yeah.
So that's who we should keep. Nate Dogg's a smart guy. So that's who he's going to keep. He's going to keep Jackson Smith and Jigba in the 3rd round. And I told you, I am bitter because I said he shouldn't have a keeper because didn't draft this team last year.
I agree. So you
can't
keeper. Have a keeper.
No keeper.
And yes, that's selfish because I want Jackson Smith and Jigba.
I want him in the 1st round. But maybe we'll do a league vote. Maybe we'll do a WhatsApp vote. Should Nate Dogg get a keeper or not?
That's
I think that's
fair.
It's
Democracy
majority
rules.
democracy. Yes, and it's in its greatest form, fantasy football. But if that goes the way that it does, then he's going to take Jackson Smith and Jigba, and that's going to be the easiest decision he's probably made since he married his wife, which was also a very smart reason. Amanda, shout out to Amanda.
Nice.
Love
Good
me
shout
some Nate Dogg and Amanda. Next time we're going to move on to Nate Dogg's, work buddy in TODD.
Yes.
Because apparently you told me that he doesn't listen ever since he got butthurt about what you were talking about Bill Belichick.
I think so.
Like, what was that, 20 episodes ago?
At least.
Jesus. And the irony is that his fantasy team name is... It's the undrafted and overconfident fan number 2. I think that number's got to go down a little bit more. Might go down in the 20s now.
I know.
Yeah, but that's okay. You win some, you lose some.
Yeah, maybe he'll come back.
Yeah, we never know.
Word will get out that maybe we said something about him, and maybe he'll fully tune off, or maybe he'll just come back and realize, you know what, they're not so bad.
But I mean, Todd's much like Nate Dogg before him. I think he's got one of the easiest decisions in the world right here.
Yep.
You go over his draft. He had CeeDee Lamb in the 1st, Puka in the 2nd, Alvin in the 3rd, Alvin Kamara in the 3rd, Travion Henderson in the 4th, Calvin Ridley in the 5th, Brock Purdy in the 6th, and Njoku in the 7th. Then a defense. And I'm going to just give you some highlights of people that could be good values that he should consider.
You're starting with the defense he chose.
No, I'm stopping there.
The
I'm saying those are dumb, and then here's the good ones. So in the 9th, he got Tootin for the Jags.
Yeah.
And he held on to him. So he's still on his team.
Good on him.
And he got Michael Pittman in the 11th.
He did really well. He drafted pretty well.
Yeah, should have won. But he didn't.
Not sure what happened.
Yeah, what happened? So here's what he did have one other free agent pickup that you could argue is qualifies as a potential keeper. He picked up Sam Darnold,
Oh.
who right now is valued in the 12th, so we would get him at the 13th. In our league where quarterbacks go super early, this actually would be a value. If you got the Super Bowl winning champion thrown to JSN, still an incredible value in the 13th round for a team where the top freaking 15 quarterbacks are going to be gone in the 8th. Unbelievable. So salty. But I didn't put that as who he should keep. Now, this is me.
Yeah.
This is Bigo, okay? You're going to come for me, and that's fine. Who he should keep? Michael Pittman in the 11th.
You're stupid.
Michael Pittman in the 11th.
That's the stupidest
Best
decision.
value in the world.
That's the stupidest
He's going to
decision.
supplant DK Metcalf as the number 1 in Pittsburgh, and he's going to score 10 touchdowns because he's a better route runner, and that's what Aaron Rodgers loves. It's going to be the better value. Who he will pick is Puka in the second.
Of course. Why wouldn't you? I think that's the you could possibly have Jameer Gibbs and Puka Nacua on your team if he has like the first overall pick. Look at that team in a 14-team league. He just won.
I don't think so. I'm not a Puka believer. I think that he's already got a few screws loose, so there could be a suspension coming up at some point in the league. And I'm still waiting for the shoe to drop. A guy of his stature and the way that how aggressive he is in the field. I don't ever like to wish injury on somebody. I see a big injury coming this year for him. He makes me nervous.
I don't think you can Michael Pittman. And what if
in the 11th?
What if Puka comes out and has like a Cooper Cup type year?
He already had a Cooper Cup type year.
Has another one. He's still so young.
And that's the other thing. And that's the reason why you won't see me taking a lot of guys in the first round is that to replicate that kind of success, it never happens. You never have back-to-back seasons unless you're like Randy Moss. You never have back-to-back seasons. Jamar Chase, drop. Justin Jefferson, drop. Like, you don't have this guy. Like, there's going to be a drop.
Yeah, but why? But the ceiling is way too high. I don't think you can gamble that. Knowing that you could get him and another first rounder. You got to pick someone in the first round. So you're just saying, but you'd still have a better year out of that than like Pittman is such a question mark. Look who's throwing. Look who could be throwing him the football
this is Aaron Rodgers
in
hate.
week 5.
It's Aaron Rodgers hate.
It could be Drew Aller though. You're talking about Puka getting hurt. What if the guy throwing him the football?
Aaron Rodgers doesn't get hurt. He just never does. He never does.
Oh, except for the very first play with the Jets. You're right.
Okay, well, yeah, that was weird.
That was weird. But you're going to gamble on a guy that's not even the number 1 option in the 11th round.
I think he's going to be the number 1
on a team
option.
that I don't know if it's going to be that great of an offense. Aaron Rodgers is like 42. He did not throw well last year. Shador Sanders made the Pro Bowl, and Aaron Rodgers did not make the Pro Bowl.
You can't count that.
That's how bad he was.
Stop.
Todd, I love you. Even if you don't listen.
Don't use his real name. It's T-O-double-D.
T-O-double-D.
People haven't broken that code yet, so let's just keep it the way it is.
I'll edit that part out. Even if you don't listen, because you didn't like what I said about Bill Belichick,
please listen now.
Please listen to me now.
All right, mark my words. Better value. Michael Pittman, 11th. Calling it.
I can't believe he's the consensus top 5 overall.
I'm not a believer. Like, if he's available at pick 5, I'm not picking him.
Well, depends on what your strategy is.
You almost just went like insane on me right there. All right, and then the last thing we're going to get, this guy listens every once in a while, and I was waffling between him and Burr.
Yeah.
But because I don't know if Burr listens, but I don't want to give her the chance to take my wealth of knowledge and use it against me.
Oh, wait, didn't technically Burr win last year?
Yes.
Yeah, Will Billy got the belt, though.
Yes, he did.
Maybe that's why he's not really... Does Will Billy get a chance to get on the pod?
Well, he's not the recent winner. You got to be the recent winner. Yeah, you're saying that anytime anybody's won in the history of our league, they can come on the pod?
No, but he technically won while we were doing the podcast.
Oh, I guess you're right. That's true. Well, he didn't want to. Will Billy's a shy guy. I don't know. We'll see.
We can ask.
We can ask him. We finally get the Nacho story from
if he wants to say
from the man, the myth.
I think he really should come on now.
Yeah, but I mean, he doesn't exactly have a great memory, literally and figuratively, of that night.
Well,
but yeah, sure.
Oh, we could make it work. But
sure.
We can throw the offer out there.
Yeah. And then last but not least, we'll take Grizz because Grizz listens on and off. And I had to put him in because we were recording and he literally pinged us on the WhatsApp group, or everybody is like, what if I want to ding in the first round? So we'll give Grizz some love here. So Grizz, again, much like a few of his predecessors, nobody really of merit, I believe, that he got through free agency or through trades. So he kind of just punted on that, unless you want to count Krosky Merritt. He got Krosky Merritt in the free agent. But, I mean, like, you know, that means he would get him in, I don't know, the 9th round instead of the 8th round. That seems right around where he should probably be going. So we won't count that. But the rest of his draft went as such. He did get Jahmyr Gibbs in the first.
Nice pick.
Which would be why he texted us that. Ladd McConkey in the second. Mike Evans in the third. Zay Flowers in the fourth. David Montgomery in the fifth. Roma Dunze in... why do I always give him an extra consonant? Roma Dunze. I'm having trouble. Travis Kelce in the seventh. Jared Goff in the eighth. J.K. Dobbins in the ninth. Colston Loveland can't have him because he dropped him.
Oh...
Dropped Colston Loveland, yes. Colston Loveland ended up on Will Billy's team at the end of the year. Was that who you were going to have him keep?
Yeah, probably.
Maybe. Tyler Algier in the 11th. Cam Ward in the 12th. And then at the end, right there. So here's who he should keep. And here's who he will keep.
Okay.
And you're probably going to argue with this. But... he should keep David Montgomery in the 5th. Because...
I don't know what you're smoking, man.
Because I'm thinking about value. I don't like taking first-round picks. David Montgomery in the 5th, he's the guy in Houston. They obviously like to run the ball a lot. I mean, they gave Woody Marks every opportunity possible to come in. They gave just a one-legged Nick Chubb an opportunity as well. This is a good running back, and he hasn't had to take the full workload of a season in the last 3-4 years. So he's got good legs. He's got a lot of stamina. I think he's going to be really good in that offense. And you could get potentially a 1A in the 5th round. That's a great value. That's the value for the keeper. But he's going to take his first round pick. He's going to take Jahmyr Gibbs instead of who he should take. And he's going to take Jahmyr Gibbs because, again, a lot of people have Jahmyr as literally the number one pick in the entire draft. And since you have to pick your keepers before you recognize the draft, where you are in the draft and what position you have, he could arguably get the number one pick in the draft and the 14th pick if he's the 14th pick in the draft. Yeah. So that's who he's going to pick.
I think you're crazy to think that David Montgomery... This is like the episode of just... like the guy that hits in front of the other guy. Montgomery was only good because of Jahmyr Gibbs, and Jahmyr Gibbs gave him all the opportunity, wore down a defense for Montgomery to come in and vulture 1-yard touchdowns.
You don't think he's going to vulture 1-yard touchdowns?
I can't believe that's the guy that you want to keep over Jahmyr Gibbs. The guy that, now that there's no David Montgomery, look, the Lions might not be a good team. The Lions might not be this anymore. Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be a fantasy superstar, and the rest of his team... you know, the team that would have won if he made the playoffs lineup, like it always is, there's no one else he could pick. I don't think David Montgomery, I don't think the value, I think he's a 5th round, maybe a 4th round running back.
In a 14-team, remember we're in a 14-team league, right? So, yeah. But, I mean, maybe it's more just like I've always been opposed to keeping your first-round pick. But I also, that if there's one guy that you keep in the first round, it's him.
Probably.
So, I mean, I can see that too.
Because it's like at the end of that first round, I get what you're saying, and I've never done this before, and I'm trying to kind of grasp some of it.
Because, I mean, how mad would you be? Well, I guess not mad. No, you would be mad. How mad would you be if you kept him in the first round, and that was your keeper, and then when the draft order comes out, you get the first overall pick? There goes your first pick. You could have had him. If you didn't keep him, you could have kept David Montgomery. You could have gotten Jahmyr Gibbs. Now, again, you've got 1 in 14 odds.
Exactly.
So you're not playing the odds.
Can you bank
but
on
you're
that?
also, but again, like I talk about repetitions. Like you're giving Jahmyr Gibbs all the credit and David Montgomery none. Who's to say that like the reason Jahmyr Gibbs had the season he did is because he got support from David Montgomery as a backup?
Jahmyr Gibbs is young. I think that's the thing with him and who were we talking about on the other team just a second ago? Oh, I can't remember now. But he's so young. Like they still have the legs under them. I think you get sucked into maybe like the Christian McCaffreys or the Derrick Henrys where it's like, well, yeah, he had that really good year, but he's getting older, can't handle that workload. I think Jahmyr Gibbs is still young enough, like Puka Nacua. He's still young enough. They're still both in their rookie deals. they can handle that workload. Maybe 3 years from now, I might disagree. Like Cooper Kupp, once he kind of got over his rookie deal, really hasn't been the same since. But I don't know if you can bank on that with these guys just yet. And David Montgomery's 29, and he's kind of a bruiser. He's put a lot of mileage on those legs already. I don't know. I would say that he's probably due for getting himself hurt at this point in time.
Yeah, but I don't know. And again, this is why I don't like taking a keeper in the first round. Because, I mean, first round's already a crapshoot. And I feel like there's some insulation. If you use your keeper on a later pick that has value, you're like, okay, if the first round pick doesn't work, at least I didn't use my keeper on my first round pick.
Yeah.
And you're like double dipping. That's what you're doing. Like you're taking somebody in the first round. And again, I think you would be more on my side if this was like an 8-team league. An 8-team league, because you're like, okay, if I'm a first round pick, 8th pick, not as far off from Jameer as the 14th pick is going to be off from Jameer, right? But because we're such a deep league, you're like, no, you roll the dice, and you try and get the guy that's arguably one of the best performers, and that's who I'm going to get. I don't know. I just can't do it. It's double dipping. It's a waste of the whole mindset of it. Roll the dice. If you don't get him, maybe you're in the 5th pick. Maybe you get a Jamar Chase. Maybe you get a Saquon Barkley or a Jonathan Taylor. Is that much farther off than Jahmyr Gibbs than getting a guy at much greater value later in the draft? Now, you can argue that you're just not a David Montgomery
I'm
fan.
not a David Montgomery fan.
So, like, you're like, no, because he's not that much of a value. And I could argue that, yeah, it's maybe a round or two later than you would get him in a regular draft. But I don't know. I just can't do it. I can't do a first-round pick.
Okay.
I just can't do a first-round pick.
I just want to say this for those listeners out there. When we've done different kind of rule changes, when we instituted 2 quarterbacks in the COVID year, I believe I was our champion. When we instituted the IDPs last year, I believe I did finish 3rd above you. Beat you in the playoffs, actually, sir.
That's fine.
And this year, we changed some rules in baseball, and the last time I checked, I believe I'm 21 and a half games
You're
ahead.
counting those chickies. Count those chickies before
So
they hatch, my
when
friends.
we do something that's new, different in the league, I have a very good track record of kind of how to navigate those waters in the first year. So I don't know who you'd really want to listen to. I know Bigo has said he's done this before, but I've proven multiple times that I do better in these situations.
Yeah, you should absolutely go for the guy that's about to have my feet on his breath. Absolutely. Definitely go with that guy. Go with the guy that is literally...
That wasn't fantasy sports related.
Oh, okay. So I'm just better in real life is what you're saying.
You are winning that battle 2-1 right now.
Spicy chocolate. Thank goodness for the
bar.
chocolate. Oh, man, you could have some spicy cheese balls. You would have loved those spicy cheese balls.
I'm curious as how they would have tasted, honestly.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, we'll do another 7 teams next round, including my own. I think I've already said it on the last podcast, though. I'm pretty much locked in on my keeper. But I'll do yours. You'll be my last. How about that? You'll be my last keeper corner pick in our last episode before the draft.
Let me see who you have. Oh, my God. You picked Malik Neighbors first overall in your first pick?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure everybody else was saying that. And
he's going to get hurt.
Get out of
Who's
here.
he got throwing to him? Oh, my gosh. How could you do that?
He had Russell Wilson. He had the moonball guy. Moonballs to Malik all day. Hey, I'm sorry. My second round pick worked out just fine. Devon Achane.
But
Sure.
I also don't know why you would think that Neighbors, after having such a good rookie season on my team, that he would continue to have such a great season and draft him in the first round. Why would you not have expected the drop-off?
So there you go. There's my argument. Maybe that's why I'm not a Puka fan, because I've seen the drop-off firsthand. Justin Jefferson. I traded for Justin Jefferson last year.
That didn't work out well for you.
Drop-off.
Yeah, but he also doesn't have a Hall of Fame quarterback throwing him the football.
That's true, but he also has Devontae Adams there that's going to be taking up all those TDs.
He runs the same route. He's 34, 35 years old.
He'll
get hurt.
Still leading the league in touchdowns.
Like, we all know who you're going to take. And yours is one of the very few where I do feel like you are getting the best value out of that pick.
Thank you.
For the rest of these guys, though, I just disagree. I'll give you credit. You are going to probably have the best value pick out of any of the teams in here.
I don't know. It's still a roll of dice. But here's the other thing. It's a roll of dice because my guy, I mean, he's coming off a pretty serious injury. Pretty serious. He's a full go in practice. Believe me, I've been tracking. Been trekking.
Have you been doing any of like mock drafts or any research?
I haven't
yet?
I haven't done any. I have done none. But that's the beauty of my wife being out of town this week. And guess what Bigo gets to do in his spare time? Mock draft.
Well, I've been taking after like Jimbo. I've been on the Fantasy Pros. I've been on the CBS.
You mean Fantasy Pros? Yeah, CBS.
Yeah, and boy, I tell you, man, I don't even know if it's worth it because one site will tell you 10 guys that are going to be busts. And then the other side is going to tell you the same 10 guys are going to boom. You can talk yourself out of absolutely every single pick.
Or talk yourself into any single. It's like, well, this guy says it. And that's where it's like, just trust your gut. Like, because your gut's going to probably keep looking for a expert that agrees with your gut. You're like, oh, this guy doesn't, but this guy likes him. I like the cut of this guy's jib.
You know who I loved before I did so much research and saw so many people down on him, and it's
starting to get in your head.
Mizerovsky. Everyone said not to pick Mizerovsky. Everybody, and I said I don't. Baseball. And I said I don't. I didn't care. But after reading about the 25th guy that said don't draft him, I didn't, and I got Framber effing Valdez.
Ooh,
the
and you could have had
840th ranked player.
Could have had the Miz
for the first ranked player.
Oof, that's
And I would have traded him when
hindsight,
you said
man.
to get a King's ransom. I would have so traded him for a King's. I would have gotten Shohei Ohtani. I would have gotten 2 other hitters from Will Billy, and it would have been glorious. But no, I listened to the experts.
Hindsight's 2020, man. That's the beauty of fantasy, man. It's like, you know, you live and die with your decisions. And you died. Well, what are you complaining about? You're first. Stop complaining. Rich get richer. Oh my God, my one pick didn't work out the way I wanted it to.
I could be 30 games up if I had.
Easy. Well, I do have. I'm a little late. I don't have it now, but I'll have it for your next episode. I have your birthday present.
Oh God.
To give you, that I'm going to give to you on your pod, like right before you leave.
Okay.
So you're going to get a birthday present from this guy.
You know what? I'm glad you're getting me one.
Yeah.
Because now I've been kind of thinking of what to get you for your birthday.
What?
And I have no idea where to go. And I've had a few ideas.
Okay.
This will really help kind of like narrow it down. So
okay, by seeing what I give you, you'll know what to give me.
Yeah.
So we do have we'll have the keeper talk, and then we'll have a gift ceremony. I'll wrap it and everything for you.
While your feet are
soaking,
you'll give me a
gift.
I
don't drop. Oh, it's fine. Just wipe it off. You'll be fine. It's not edible. How about that? It's not edible. So I mean, I'm giving you enough things to quench your thirst. I'm not going to give you another one for your birthday.
Thank you so much.
And no, your birthday present isn't. I'm going to get you out of the bed. No, you're doing it. It is happening.
Oh, there's no way you would do that.
No, of course. I'm not Santa Claus. Get out of here. But yeah, man, that's another one, man. You ready to kind of send us off?
I am. Yeah, that is another great episode, the Undrafted and Overconfident podcast. The two friends who've been arguing about sports for 20 years and still can't agree on anything, especially fantasy football.
Oh, God, no.
Follow us on Instagram at Undrafted and Overconfident. Please give us some likes. Follow us. Tell your friends about us. We are growing slowly, but we'd like to grow a little bit bigger.
That's what she said.
But we'll be back next week, next Wednesday. We'll have different takes, same nonsense. Thanks, y'all.
Peace.